Valier, it is time to send it back to Jacksonville for today's starting lineups and injury report. Matt Taylor?
All right, thank you, Casey. We begin first with the Toyota starting lineups presented by your Central Indiana Toyota dealers. Toyota is the official vehicle of the Indianapolis Colts, and the Colts on offense are looking for a breakout game. Last week, they were held to a season-low 16 points against the Texans last Sunday. Here's how they're going to line up today on offense against the Jaguars.
The Colts offensive starting lineup.
Daniel Jones, quarterback, Duke.
Jonathan Taylor, running back, Wisconsin.
Michael Pittman Jr., wide receiver, USC.
Alec Pierce, wide receiver, Cincinnati.
Josh Downs, wide receiver, University of North Carolina.
Tyler Warren, tight end, Penn State.
Bernard Ryman, tackle, Central Michigan University.
Quentin Nelson, guard, Notre Dame.
Tanner Bortolini, center, University of Wisconsin.
Matt Gonzalez, guard, University of Pittsburgh.
Braden Smith, tackle, Auburn University.
And that's the Colts offense. They're going to face off against Josh Hines-Allen and that Jaguars defense. Hines-Allen is the Jags' all-time leader in sacks with 59, and 10.5 of them have come at the expense of the Indianapolis Colts. All right, the Colts on defense will try to contain Trevor Lawrence today. Here's how the defense will line up today in Jacksonville.
The Colts defensive starting lineup.
Kwity Paye, defensive end, University of Michigan.
Adetomiwa Adebawore, defensive tackle, Northwestern.
Grover Stewart, nose tackle, Auburn State.
Latu Latu, defensive end, UCLA.
Zaire Franklin, linebacker, Syracuse.
Jermaine Pratt, linebacker, High Point, North Carolina.
Kenny Moore II, cornerback, Boston State University.
Makai Blackman, cornerback, USC.
Charverius Ward, Macomb High School, cornerback.
Cam Bynum, safety, Cal Berkeley.
Nick Cross, safety, DeMatha Catholic High School.
That's the Colts defense today in a pivotal game inside the AFC South. All right, it's time now to get an update on health for both teams, and for that, we go down to the sideline and welcome in Lara Overton to the broadcast.
Maytay the inactives for the Indianapolis Colts. No big surprises here. Cornerback Sauce Gardner will not go. Also, defensive lineman Tyquan Lewis will be inactive today. In addition to those, safety Ruben Lowry, safety George Odom, offensively lineman Luke Tenuta, and tight end Will Mallory all inactive today. And on Saturday, the Colts activated linebacker Jalen Carlisle from IR. They also elevated kicker Blake Grupe and defensive tackle Chris Wormley from the practice squad. Jalen Carlisle will make his season debut, and this will be a second straight game for Chris Wormley, who against Houston had both a sack and a tackle for loss. Most notably for Jacksonville, the inactives include tackle Walker Little, wide receiver Parker Washington. Those are two most notably. Also tight end Johnny Munt. On the defensive side, safety Andrew Wingard, linebacker Yasir Abdullah, defensive end Emmanuel Agba, and defensive tackle Austin Johnson. On Saturday, they activated safety Eric Murray off of IR. They also elevated defensive back Cameron Silman Craig from the practice squad for a third straight week, as well as wide receiver Austin Trammell, who appeared in the last 5 games for Jacksonville. Maytay.
All right, Lara Overton right there with an update on injuries and inactives and roster moves for both teams. And that's going to do it for us here on Countdown to Kickoff. When we come back, captains will meet at midfield. We'll have the opening kickoff today, Week 14, between the 8-4 Colts and the 8-4 Jaguars. That's all coming up next. You're listening to Colts football on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Caesar Sportsbook is a proud sports betting partner of the Indianapolis Colts. And every bet with the Caesar Sportsbook app earns with Caesar's Rewards, win or lose. Download the app, start betting, and you'll be closer to the types of perks only Caesars can offer. Colts tickets, bonus bets in the app, and stays and meals at top Caesars Rewards destinations like Horseshoe Indianapolis. Must be 21. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Caesar Sportsbook, the only sportsbook app with Caesars Rewards.
Hey, football fans, heated at the half, time for a Snickers. Tackle halftime hunger with that satisfying Snickers combo of nougat, caramel, and milk chocolate to ready up for the rest of the game. Plus, enjoy opportunities to make this NFL season even sweeter. Snickers is giving fans like you a chance to win weekly prizes, including a Super Bowl 60 experience. Visit Snickers.com/halftime to enter and view official rules. Pick up Snickers at a Meijer near you.
When it comes to safety and security, the places that matter to you matter to us. From our Colts community here in Indianapolis to places around the world. Dormicaba products allow people to move securely and seamlessly throughout their daily lives. With over 160 years of commitment to safe and secure access solutions, Dormicaba is your trusted teammate for every place that matters.
Versity Blood Center of Indiana is proud to partner with the Indianapolis Colts to help save lives through blood donation. There is no substitute for blood. It's a gift only we can give to each other. And every 2 seconds, one of your fellow Colts fans relies on donors like you for a blood transfusion. The Colts may score touchdowns on the field, but off the field, the real MVPs are blood donors like you. Score the game-winning drive and make an appointment to donate blood at versity.org/IN. That's VERSITI.org/IN.
At Ruoff Mortgage, we're here to help you through all stages of the home buying or refinancing process with loan options that work best for you. We are your local lenders, and with a 98.4% customer satisfaction rating, helping home ownership dreams come true is what we do. Get started and learn more at Ruoff.com. That's Ruoff.com. Ruoff Mortgage, official mortgage partner of the Indianapolis Colts.
Colts fans, don't just watch greatness, sip it. Carbless is your new MVP. Premium, ready-to-drink cocktails with 0 carbs, 0 sugar, only 100 calories, and flavor that actually wins. Whether you're tailgating, couchgating, or celebrating a Colts win at Lucas Oil Stadium, Carbless is smooth, crisp, and never too bubbly. Carbless, proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts, and proud to be your go-to game day cocktails. Available in stadium and at your local retailers. Must be 21 and up. Enjoy your bliss responsibly. Visit drinkcarbless.com for details.
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, we've spent 80 plus years in the business of fun. Expert fishing fun. Early morning hunting fun. Late night, need new cleats before tomorrow morning's game fun. Relaxing fun. Mouth-watering fun. So whatever fun adventure you're gearing up for, you'll find it for less at Academy Sports and Outdoors and at academy.com.
Your home for Colts football is 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Give them confidence, give them belief, and then you got to guide them. Let's go!
Deep downfield for Alec Pierce into the end zone in double coverage. He makes the catch. Touchdown!
Win a championship, right? That's what we got to be doing every single day to get done what we need to get done.
Pitches, and he is sacked. The ball comes out. It's a strip sack, and the Colts have recovered inside the 30-yard line. Take it to him! From the start! Cuts at the 5. He's in! Touchdown! Walk on!
Welcome to Indianapolis Colts Game Day. Live from the broadcast booth, here's Lara Overton, Joe Wright, and the voice of the Colts, Matt Taylor.
Indianapolis Colts football is on the air, and welcome to Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida, the site of today's Week 14 matchup between the 8-4 Indianapolis Colts and the 8-4 Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm Matt Taylor with former Colt Joe Wrights inside the radio booth. Casey Valier, our game day host. Rob Brown is our statistician. Scott Johnston is our studio producer, and Noah Champion is the on-site engineer. And 2 different paths we're taking to get here, but both teams have arrived at the same place regardless of their gridiron GPS coordinates. The Colts have lost 3 of 4. The Jags have won 3 in a row to set up this ultra-important swing game inside the AFC South with only 5 games to go. And Lara Overton, both teams sense a tremendous amount of urgency as they take the field this afternoon.
And that's why the emphasis this week was on finish for the Indianapolis Colts. That's finishing games and finishing the late stretch of the season. Head coach Shane Steichen told me when you lose back-to-back games, it's frustrating, but it's an opportunity for a setup for the next one. Everything we want is in front of us. It comes down to discipline and finish. We've had 5 games that have come down to 1 score. We've won 3, lost 2. Gotta find ways to finish at the end and get it done. Zaire Franklin said this Sunday is everything you've been looking forward to all season. Obviously, last couple of weeks didn't go the way we wanted. No better opportunity to get back on track than at Jacksonville. I talked to Daniel Jones about accounting for the additional pressure teams have brought of late. He said, got to execute. Teams will adjust and bring different looks. Being prepared for that, knowing where the ball needs to go, executing it. Division games in December are always big. Our mindset has to stay on us.
Well, the Colts will kick off left to right, and we are underway here in Jacksonville, taken by the Jaguars on the return to the goal line. They're upfield outside the numbers left and smacked to the turf by the Colts. Rodney Thomas and JT Tuamoloau on the tackle as the Jaguars take it out to around the 26-yard line. So the Colts won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so they just kicked off to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and that opening kickoff is, of course, brought to you by Hayes & Sons. Water, fire, or storm damage, call the one the Colts call. At Hayes & Sons, we do restoration right. So Jacksonville will have the ball first, and they'll move it right to left in your mind's eye here at Everbank Stadium. It's an overcast day, slightly rain. It rained a lot this morning, and they're predicting more rain coming up this afternoon. But for the time being, it's kind of a sloppy field as Trevor Lawrence on first down fakes play action and drives it over the middle. That's a catch across the 35-yard line, hauled in by Jacoby Myers, who they picked up in a trade deadline acquisition, and he's been their money man over the middle since he joined the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's a first down up to the 37-yard line.
And Matt, that's what they want to do. Heavy play action on first down. They attack us across the middle of the field. You mentioned Myers since that trade, Matt. In the last 4 games, he's had 13 receptions for first down. That makes number 14. That's something to watch. The Colts got to limit him today, especially across the middle of the field.
Yeah, he's averaging 61 yards per game receiving in 4 games with the Jaguars since coming over from the Raiders. On first down, they're going to keep it on the ground with Travis Etienne, and it's Kwity Paye and also Cam Bynum coming up and making a tackle for loss on Travis Etienne back around the 35-yard line. Great play by the Colts on the run. That's going to set up second down and long, 2nd and 12, as the Jags go right to left. Trevor Lawrence backs to throw, 5-step drop, looking, throws in the right flat, and that is a great high point catch.
I don't think he got it.
It is a catch, but out of bounds. Jacoby Myers caught the football, but did not get 2 feet inbounds around the 50-yard line in front of the Colts bench. So it goes down as an incomplete pass, and now it's a very favorable down and distance coming up for the Colts on defense. 3rd down and 12. The Jaguars will huddle, and while they do, let's quickly pause 10 seconds for ID on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
From the DriveHubler.com studios, this is 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
WIBC HD2, W298BP, WIBC HD3, W228CX, Indianapolis.
Jacksonville converting on 3rd down just 35% of the time. That's 26th in the NFL. 2-by-2 formation, 4 receivers into the pattern. Trevor Lawrence checks it down, caught by a running back, and the Colts swarm on him at the 40-yard line outside the numbers, and coming up and making the tackle is Adetomowa Adebawore, and on the catch on the near side, or the far side rather, was Diami Brown, and Brown is going to scamper up to the 39-yard line, well short of a first down, setting up 4th and 7, and the Colts defense gives up 1 first down, but they get off the field, which is a good sign, and they have forced a punt from the Jaguars.
And that's what you want to see, Matt. It all started on first down with the great stop for a TFL negative play. They got to throw it on 2nd and long, and then 3rd and long there, Lou Anarumo only rushes 3, drops 8, nowhere to go. Really good stop for the Colts.
Logan Cook on the punt, 8th-year man out of Mississippi State. That's a directional punt, and it goes flying out of bounds on the right sideline. It goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line in Colts territory, and that's where the Colts will start 1st and 10 on their opening drive of the game on offense, and I think we have a timeout on the field. Indeed we do. 13:04 to go in the first quarter. The Jaguars have had the ball, and they've had the punt, so the Colts will take over possession. When we come back, we are scoreless in Jacksonville. Colts on offense when we return on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Join the gridiron action in Indianapolis with Caesars Sportsbook. Download the app to bet the Colts game or all the game day excitement across the league. Plus, every bet earns with Caesars Rewards, so you can score big at more than 50 destinations. Must be 21. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Caesars Sportsbook is a proud sports betting partner of the Indianapolis Colts.
At Ruoff Mortgage, we're here to help you through all stages of the home buying or refinancing process with loan options that work best for you. We are your local lenders, and with a 98.4% customer satisfaction rating, helping home ownership dreams come true is what we do. Get started and learn more at ruoff.com. That's Ruoff.com. Ruoff Mortgage, official mortgage partner of the Indianapolis Colts.
From the biggest of the big games to the littlest of the little.
There you go. Go!
Run, James!
No. First base!
Go, go, go! Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. From some of the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street. You're helping make a difference to the people and places you call home. Learn more at Meijer.com/community.
Do you want to kick it with the Colts on the field of the next home game? Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance is giving you and 3 guests a chance to be on the field during kickoff. Enter today for a chance to see the Colts take the field and watch kickoff. Then enjoy the game from VIP field level seats and more for the ultimate game day experience. Are you ready to kick it with the Colts? Enter today at Colts.com/IFBI.
We'll discuss this game and all things Colts weekdays at noon on Query & Company, 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Welcome back to Colts football, and welcome back to a rainy North Florida Week 14. We are scoreless on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. 13:04 to go in the opening quarter. Colts on defense just forced a punt, so the Colts have the ball first and 10 to the 20-yard line for the first time today. Here's an RPO, and it's an interception. And it's picked off by Devin Lloyd. Lloyd started right, cutting to his left. He's going to be chopped down around the 21-yard line by Josh Downs. Devin Lloyd is a fantastic coverage linebacker, and that is his 5th interception this season. He had a career-high 2 picks against San Francisco earlier this year. He had a 99-yard pick 6 against the Chiefs. He just dropped in coverage on an RPO, and Daniel Jones threw it right to him.
He did, Matt. So it's an RPO. Lloyd takes a couple steps up because he's going to play the run, but he recognizes the pass, and just a really athletic play, jumping up, high pointing the ball, and he gets the quick pick. So, Matt, that is a devastating turnover down at the 20-yard line. But again, sudden change for the defense. You're the Colts defense. They got first and 10 on the 20. Hold them to a field goal here, and that can be a win. Keep them out of the end zone and get some momentum back for the Colts.
So Jacksonville right back on the ball. First and 10, sudden change, as you said. They're going to run it right side with Travis Etienne, and he's going to be hawked down from the backside by Kenny Moore, who came in trailing that play. Also had help from Jermaine Pratt. Gain of a yard up to the 20-yard line for Travis Etienne. So the Colts have run one play on offense. It's a turnover. Devin Lloyd stepped in front of a Daniel Jones pass, returned it down to the 21-yard line, and that's the thing, Joe. We've talked about it ad nauseum going into the game this week. The Colts have lost 9 straight games here in Jacksonville. They are minus 13 in the turnover margin in those 9 losses.
That just means you got to get one back for your defense. But really good job there on first down, Matt, of stopping the run. The Jags, 2 runs, 2 really good plays for the Colts, and now we got a penalty.
Trevor Lawrence in the offensive backfield. I think he's a little bit upset.
Full start. Offense number 85. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
That's on Brenton Strange. And so the Colts will take all the field position they can get here on defense as Jacksonville comes in very, very poor in terms of the penalty game. They are the most penalized team, and they have the second most penalty yards in the NFL. They average about 9 penalties a game for 70 yards. Trevor Lawrence trying to get it back, and he does. Fires left side, caught, and that is Brian Thomas Jr. inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. Charvarius Ward makes the tackle, but Brian Thomas, that Colts killer, a first down to around the 8-yard line, and the Jaguars are in big-time business now, first and goal.
Yeah, Thomas right there, Matt, lined up in the slot. They just run kind of a hitch on the outside. He just runs down the seam. The Colts in zone coverage did not account for him. And now Jacksonville are knocking on the door, first and goal on the 7-yard line.
Ball on the left hash for Lawrence. Etienne is the back. Shotgun snap. Here's an RPO. They throw it upfield. Caught in the right flat by Brenton Strange. And he's going to be tracked down short of the goal line by Nick Cross, down to the 3-yard line. So a gain of 4 as we're down to 11 minutes and 10 seconds of moving here in the first quarter. And the Jaguars are looking for sudden change points and points off of a turnover created by their defense.
Yeah, Lawrence in rhythm right now. That's a really good RPO on first down. Matt, the Colts defense, if they can hold up here, would be monumental. You got 2nd and goal here on the 3 or 4. Jacksonville, not a lot of success running the ball. Let's see if they go to it right now.
Lawrence under center, ball in the right hash. Lone back in the backfield is ETN. Strange in motion to the right side. Straight give to ETN, and he slithers off of tacklers into the end zone from 3 yards away for a touchdown. So Travis Etienne has 6 rushing touchdowns on the season. He came in with the 5th most scrimmage yards in club history, and the Jaguars make short order of the Colts on defense there as they go 4 plays, and it covers about 20 yards, and they get a touchdown off of a takeaway by their defense, an interception by Devin Lloyd.
Yeah, Jacksonville right there lined up. They ran the ball back weak, pulled the left side guard, the tight end going to lead the way. But, Matt, that's just, again, you turn the ball over on the 20-yard line, you expect those results. The other team's going to finish in the end zone.
Officially 4 plays, 21 yards, 2 minutes and 15 seconds, a time of possession. That's the scoring drive to the end zone for the Jaguars. Brought to you by Sharp Business Systems, the official document solutions provider of the Colts. And the Colts are in a hole early. It's 7-0. Jacksonville over the Colts with 10:39 to play in the opening quarter. The Colts will have the ball, looking for answers on offense when we come back. Stay with us. You're listening to the Colts on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that 2-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Visit your Central Indiana Chevy dealers today.
Colts fans, don't just watch greatness, sip it. Carbless is your new MVP. Premium, ready-to-drink cocktails with 0 carbs, 0 sugar, only 100 calories, and flavor that actually wins. Whether you're tailgating, couch gating, or celebrating a Colts win at Lucas Oil Stadium, Carbless is smooth, crisp, and never too bubbly. Carbless, proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts, and proud to be your go-to game day cocktails. Available in the stadium and at your local retailers. Must be 21 and up. Enjoy your bliss responsibly. Visit drinkcarbless.com for details.
This season, AES Indiana is teaming up with the Indianapolis Colts to bring the energy on the field and in your home. We're powering more than just game day. From energy assessments to rebates and free efficiency kits, AES Indiana has smart solutions that help you manage usage and cut costs. Game on, Indianapolis. Start scoring energy savings today. Learn more at aesindiana.com/ways to save. AES Indiana, powering the horseshoe and your home.
This is James Boyd, the latest on the Colts, weekday mornings at 7 on the Fan Morning Show.
Colts fans score undefeated prices at Academy Sports and Outdoors because here, fun can't lose. Jags on the board first after a touchdown run by Travis Etienne. They lead 7-0. Matt?
And it was all set up by a Devin Lloyd interception as the Jacksonville Jaguars kick it off right to left, back to the Colts. We're back to play here at Everbank Stadium. Fielded by the Colts, Anthony Gould, 20. Cuts to his right, and he's going to be swiped down. He lost the ball short of the 25-yard line. This could be down by contact or a fumble, but the ball was out.
Down by contact. Indianapolis ball, first down.
That could have been a recovery by LaQuint Allen Jr., the backup running back covering that kickoff, and the Colts have to do a better job of just ball security. Anthony Gould lost his footing, and as he was going down to the turf after being tackled, he lost control of the ball. And Rodney Thomas is still on the turf wrestling, trying to wrestle that ball away from... Actually, that's Jonathan Edwards down on the field trying to wrestle the football away from the Jacksonville Jaguars. But they've already said down by contact, so let's move on here, right?
Yeah, they've already said down by contact. 2 Colts and Jacksonville are wrestling for the ball right now.
I don't understand what's happening.
I don't either.
Well, there's a huge scrum down there. The officials are having a hard time just pulling bodies away from each other. They're still fighting over that ball. But again, the officials have said it's down by contact, fellas.
Yeah, you wonder why the ref's not trying to break this up here and get this game going.
Right.
Looks like now we got some stuff going here, Matt.
So finally, we have the scrum hashed out, and we have both teams going back to their respective huddles. It is Colts football, as Anthony Gould was tackled short of the 25-yard line, so the Colts will start at the 24. Colts in the white going left to right against the Jacksonville Jaguars on defense in the teal uniforms and the white pants. 10.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Colts trail 7-0. Bootlegging right as Daniel Jones connects on the right flat, caught by Michael Pittman Jr. Catch and run, and he blasts across the 35, and he's pushed out of bounds on the right sideline at the 40-yard line. Gain of 16 yards on a catch and run, and some speed shown right there by Michael Pittman Jr. for a first down.
And Matt, that's just great to see. We just got to settle down, right? You have the interception, the ball's loose on here. Another way to look at this, Matt, is Jacksonville just went down and scored in their drive. It took 4.5 minutes on the clock. So get a positive play on first down. We did with Pittman. Nice play design. We faked the run weak. A little half boot by Jones. Get him out of the pocket. Good throw and catch for 16.
Pittman coming off a season low 13 yards receiving last Sunday against the Texans. 1st and 10. Dropping a throw on play action is Daniel Jones. He's got time. He throws it to the right flat. Incomplete for Alec Pierce. In coverage on him was Monteric Brown around the 45-yard line in plus territory. So it's an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock with 9:44 remaining in the first quarter, and it'll set up 2nd and 10 for the Colts on their own 40.
Yeah, Colts went hard play action there. Tried to get Pierce on a little corner out route on the sideline. The ball was a tad high, Matt. Also looked like he slipped a little bit on the field. Something to watch with some of this rain potential precipitation here, field conditions.
Jonathan Taylor, the back. Now he moves positionally. He kind of flips-flops positions. Now he's to the right of Daniel Jones out of the gun. Shotgun snap for the quarterback. He's looking left. Fires over the middle. Caught by Alec Pierce. And he drives it into Jaguar territory. 1st and 10 coming up for the Colts. Pierce is going to be upended at the 43-yard line. Big play over the middle, and the chains will move for Indianapolis.
Yeah, exactly. The Colts right there. Pierce, who, Matt, is becoming really, really good across the middle of the field. Tough contested catch. And, Matt, we've opened the game with 4 straight passes. I expect us to dial up a run to Jonathan Taylor here and give 28 his first touch of the game.
Gain of 17 for Pierce. Last time Pierce played here, he had 3 catches for 134 yards against the Jaguars at Everbank Stadium. 1st and 10. The Colts will play it on the ground. Left side to Jonathan Taylor. Navigates that defense, and he's going to pound it inside the 40 down to the 39-yard line. And he's going to get about 3 or 4 yards on the ground. And the Colts will take that and certainly stay on schedule from a down and distance standpoint. 2nd down and 6 coming up with 8:45 and moving here in the first quarter.
And Matt, that's what you want to see on first down. Positive play, 4 yards. People say, well, why have you thrown every time on first down, Matt? They bring an extra safety in the box in that last play, so running against the 8-man front is more difficult. That's what Jacksonville wants to do, and that's why it's advantageous often to throw on first down.
2-by-2 formation. Jones out of the gun. He's going to back the pass. Looking. Fires again. Tyler Warren with a contested grab inside the 30. That's another first down. His forward progress takes him down to the 26-yard line for 13 yards. First catch of the afternoon for Tyler Warren's a big one. Another first down for the Colts.
I like it. Matt, that's almost the exact same play design as they ran with Alec Pierce 2 plays earlier. Warren working in the slot. Good contested catch in that zone. And, Matt, the Colts are going quick. No huddle.
And the right back on the ball as Daniel Jones takes a shotgun snap. Hands off to Jonathan Taylor. Slips out of the initial tackle in the backfield. 2nd and 3rd effort. And he'll drive it down to the 22-yard line and get a couple there and pick up about 4 on the play. And coming up and making the tackle is Danny Strugo, the rookie defensive lineman for the Jaguars. Gain of 4 there for Jonathan Taylor down to the Jacksonville 22.
And, Matt, I like the change of pace. You like what Jacksonville has defensively. You get the first down, get right up to the ball, run another play. 2 solid runs so far with Taylor. We got to continue to pound him all throughout this game.
Colts have 3 tight ends in the game. 2 go to the right side. Warren and Mo Alley Cox. Ball in the right hash. Jones out of the gun. Shotgun snap. He looks left, fires. It's caught by Alec Pierce on a slant. and he's going to sprint down to the 12-yard line. That's a first down. Coming up and making the stop that time is Greg Newsom II, the backup cornerback. But the Colts continue to rack up first downs on this possession. They're inside the Coca-Cola red zone for the first time, looking to tie the game at 7 with 6:50 and moving here in the first quarter.
And Matt, I love this. There's a lot of different formations, diversity. You get 3 tight ends in there. Jacksonville, big personnel, thinks it's going to be a run. Pierce, easy route on the outside, Matt. This Colts offense is moving like we've seen it many times so far.
Jones boots, moving to his right, faking play action. He's at the 10, gets a block on the outside by Tyler Warren and runs out of bounds inside the 10-yard line, down to the 8. There's that bootleg we talked about in the pregame show.
Exactly. We talked about that. Jones looked very good right there on that boot. Jacksonville not thinking he's going to run the ball, and he does. You pick up a positive 4 yards on first down. So far, Matt, the Colts are winning first down. That's keeping us, really, we haven't even had third down because we're moving the ball so efficiently. But now, Matt, you're on the 8-yard line. You've got to finish in the end zone and get 7.
9th play of the possession coming up for the Colts. They have it second down and 6 around the 8. Daniel Jones has the ball in the right hash. Under center he dips. In motion to the left side is Tyler Warren. And here's a counter going left for Jonathan Taylor. He's at the 5, probing, looking, driving. He's down to around the 2-yard line. Gain of 6 right at the sticks. It's going to be close to a first down. It will depend on the spot. But the Colts are inside the 5-yard line of Jacksonville. And they put the ball short of the line to gain. So third down and inches coming up for the Colts. The nose of the football is just in front of the 3-yard line.
Really good patient run there by Taylor, Matt. He made a couple men miss, and I like where we're at. You got 2 downs right now to get 6 inches and get a first down and first and goal situation.
Third and short. They give it to the fullback, Tyler Warren, and he's pounding close to the end zone, and he's going to come up just short of the goal line, but it is a first down for the Colts as they run it inside the 2, and now it's going to be goal to go for Indianapolis. It'll be first and goal with the ball inside the 1-yard line coming up with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Matt, our pregame analysis is all coming through. We talked about Tyler Warren, different diversity. I love it. He's in the backfield, the little fullback belly play.
Yeah.
He gets his big body going. And, Matt, what's great is now we got first and goal inside the 1. You got 4 cracks. Let's run the ball in there, get ourselves back in this football game.
Ball between the hash marks for Daniel Jones. Lone back in the backfield is Jonathan Taylor. Jones on a counter, gives off to Taylor. Knifing, trying to find his way into the end zone. He's in, yes! Touchdown! INDY for Jonathan Taylor. And what a statement and a reaction drive by the Indianapolis Colts. After going down early 7-0, they go on a 10-play drive and get into the end zone on a 1-yard run by Jonathan Taylor.
Matt, that looked like the Colts offense we know. 10 plays, 6 minutes, you're running the ball, you're throwing the ball, all kinds of different formations, play action, Warren, Pierce, Taylor running the ball well, Matt. This is a great sign for this Colts offense and how they responded with that huge drive.
Great to see Jonathan Taylor in the end zone for the first time since Berlin. And on for the extra point is Blake Grupe, his first kicking opportunity for the Colts, and it is good on the PAT. And we are tied at 7 as the Colts go on their first 10-play drive in their last 13 possessions. And it covers 76 yards and over 6 minutes of time of possession. And the game is tied at 7. Colts and Jaguars on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. 4:32 to go in the opening quarter. Jacksonville ball when we come back on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Do you want to kick it with the Colts on the field of the next home game? Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance is giving you and 3 guests a chance to be on the field during kickoff. Enter today for a chance to see the Colts take the field and watch kickoff. Then enjoy the game from VIP field level seats and more for the ultimate game day experience. Are you ready to kick it with the Colts? Enter today at Colts.com/IFBI.
This holiday, Verizon is helping you bundle up incredible gifts and savings. You'll get the latest phone with a new line on My Plan, and a brand new smartwatch and tablet. No trade-in needed, even on our lowest price plan. That's 2 gifts for your family and 1 for you. Or 2 for you and 1 for someone else. Or 3 gifts for you and only you. Either way, you save big on 3 amazing gifts at Verizon. All on the best 5G network. Visit Verizon today. Rankings based on Root Metrics Root Score report dated 1/8/2025. Your results may vary. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Additional terms apply.
Every great football play starts with a plan. Ladies, it's time we do the same for our health, starting with mammograms. At Ascension St. Vincent, we're calling on you to huddle up with your circle, your mom, your sister, your best friend, even yourself, and make that mammogram appointment. Mammograms save lives. Don't wait. Schedule today at one of our convenient locations at ascension.org/ST Vincent Mammogram.
This is Moali Cox, and you're listening to Colts football on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Hey, Colts fans, visit the Forum Credit Union Fan Forum section of Colts.com, where you can interact with other fans online. You can post a topic and participate in various discussions regarding the Colts. Forum Credit Union helping members live their financial dreams. The Colts tie it up on a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. We're all square at 7, Matt.
It's his 16th rushing score this season, and the Colts go 76 yards, 6 minutes of time of possession, and the scoring drive for the Colts brought to you by Sharp Business Systems. As the Colts are set to kick off, back to the Jaguars, left to right. We are tied at 7 here on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. 4:32 to go in the opening quarter. The Colts have had the ball twice. Their first possession lasted just one play. It was an interception thrown by Daniel Jones, and the Jaguars converted that into a touchdown of their own. So the third drive coming up here for Jacksonville as they're on the return, going right to left in your mind's eye across the 20-25-yard line. The Colts make a great special teams tackle. Shegu Alubi makes the tackle, but we have a Jaguar player down. We also have a Colt player shaken up on the field as well.
And the ball was loose again, Matt, but just like the last time, they ruled it down on the field by contact.
And I think, Lair Overton, that is JT Tuamoloau on the field.
Yeah, he flew in trying to make a big stop there and was involved in a bit of a collision. He was down on the field, face down for a few seconds. He's now gotten up and is walking off to the Colts sideline alongside members of the Colts training staff. However, there are two different Jacksonville players down. One of them, number 95, looking to get a number on the other player as well, Mayte. So we'll get you a little more detail when we can on that.
That's BJ Green down, and you're right. So there's a couple of Jaguars players who are shaken up, plus a Colt. So there's a timeout on the field for the injury. 4:23 to go in the first quarter. Game is tied at 7 between the Colts and the Jags, and the Jaguars will have it 1st and 10 when we come back in just a moment.
Hey, Colts fans, score a big home win with a new Carrier home comfort system. Carrier offers a full lineup of efficient solutions for a range of heating and cooling needs and price points. Visit Carrier.com/Colts to start exploring the perfect system for your family. Carrier, proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts. Turn to the experts.
Hey, football fans, heated at the half, time for a Snickers. Tackle halftime hunger with that satisfying Snickers combo of nougat, caramel, and milk chocolate to ready up for the rest of the game. Plus, enjoy opportunities to make this NFL season even sweeter. Snickers is giving fans like you a chance to win weekly prizes, including a Super Bowl 60 experience. Visit Snickers.com/halftime to enter and view official rules. Pick up Snickers at a Meijer near you.
Did you know the Hoosier Lottery is the only lottery named after its people? That means you.
Me?
Yep. And you.
Me?
Yes. And all of you.
Us?
That's right. And we believe all of you could enjoy some play in your day. Even better, when you play Hoosier Lottery games, you support Indiana. Since 1989, you've given back more than $7 billion to good causes across our state.
All right.
When you think of it like that, there's so much to play for. Hoosier Lottery, champions of play. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Hey, it's JMV for all you need to know about the Colts. You lock this thing up right here on The Fan.
The Colts and AES Indiana want you to bring the energy to Lucas Oil Stadium all season long. Enter today for a chance to win VIP field level seats to the next Colts home game at Colts.com/AES. Matt?
Welcome back to Colts football in Jacksonville after a quick injury timeout, which is brought to you by Forte Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts since 1984. The Jaguars have it 1st and 10 following a kickoff return to the 26-yard line. Game is tied at 7. Colts and Jags with 4:23 to go in the opening quarter. Jacksonville ball for the third time, going right to left. And there's a play action over the middle and a pass incomplete around the 35-yard line intended for Britton Strange. Great coverage by the Colts over the middle. That was the safety, Cam Bynum.
And Cam Bynum is fired up, Matt. That first run of the game, he tackles him for a 2-yard TFL. Really good coverage right there. And we're going to need that, especially through the middle of the field. Our safeties, our linebackers covering, Kenny Moore in there. Be interested to see Carlisle's. Does he play, Matt, today on some third and, long or obvious passing situations?
Great game last week for Cam Bynum. 6 tackles, a pick, a tackle for loss, and a pass breakup. Out of the gun goes Trevor Lawrence on second and long. Tight end left, 2 receivers go to the right side. Trevor Lawrence hands it off to Travis Etienne. Starts left, cuts up the middle. He's going to slash across the 30 to the 31-yard line and pick up 5. Grover Stewart and Jalen Jones combined on the tackle for the Colts, but a nice get-back run by Etienne. And now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Manageable down coming up for the Jags.
And again, Matt, stopping the run. That's the first positive run they've had today. As much as we talk about Trevor Lawrence, they're top 10 in the NFL in terms of rushing attack.
Lawrence backs to pass. Looks to the right sideline. Throws deep for Brian Thomas. A one-handed catch is made before he trots out of bounds, and he made the catch on Charvarius Ward. But a big play down the right sideline. A great connection. Trevor Lawrence to Brian Thomas for his second big catch, and he goes out of bounds to the Colts' 30-yard line.
Yeah, that's 7 working on 7 right there. He gets an outside release. Lawrence puts it there. And, I got to give credit. That was pretty good coverage, Matt, but that's a completely one-handed catch by Thomas right there. That's just a really, really good individual play.
Unbelievable catch. A one-handed snag, and it picks up 39 yards. Brian Thomas picking up right where he left off last year against the Colts. In 2 games against Indianapolis last year, he had 12 catches for 225. Here they throw in the right flat to Britton Strange, and he cuts off of a tackler and knifes inside the 20 and rumbles down to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, the Jags go quick right there. We miss a tackle out in the flat, and all of a sudden, boom, boom, 2 plays. They're inside the red zone. Matt Thomas, 2 catches, 57 yards. We can't let him beat us. He's had some success against the Colts you talked about last year.
Strange gets 16 down to the Colts 14. So you're right, 2 big plays. A gain of 16 and 1 for 39. And the Jaguars are on the doorstep. They're in the Coca-Cola red zone for the second time today. Game is tied at 7. Lawrence goes out of the gun, ball in the right hash, backs the pass. He's looking, throws to the right side, and it's caught for a touchdown in the end zone to Jacoby Myers. A 14-yard pass. Trevor Lawrence has 2 touchdown tosses today, or I should say 1, I beg your pardon. 1 to Myers, as Etienne has the other rushing score for the Jaguars, but Lawrence has done a lot of damage already against the Colts in the aerial attack, and the Jaguars retake the lead over Indianapolis 13-7 with 2:27 to go in the opening quarter.
Yeah, Myers, he's lined up on the outside right there. He just runs a little stop-and-go route, and Lawrence is able to place it right over Pratt right before the safety could get there. And unfortunately, Matt, now Jacksonville 2 for 2 in the red zone with 2 TDs.
3rd receiving score this year for Jacoby Myers. And he has been a big-time difference. Trevor Lawrence has over 100 passer rating targeting Myers so far this season. And the Jaguars make quick work of the Colts as the extra point added up and good by Cam Little in his second year at Arkansas. The Jaguars go 5 plays, 74 yards, 2:05 a time of possession, a 39-yard big play to Brian Thomas, and then finding the end zone is Jacoby Myers, and the Jaguars are over the Colts 14-7. Colts ball when we come back with 2:27 to go in the first quarter in Jacksonville.
Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey, Jan from Toyota here, reminding you Toyota-thon is on. Make your holiday wishes come true with a new Camry, RAV4, Tacoma, and more. All right, let's sing it together this time. Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is
Dealer
on.
inventory may vary. Toyota-thon ends January 5th. See your participating dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
From the biggest of the big games to to the littlest of the little.
There you go. Go!
Run, James!
No. First base!
Go, go, go!
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. From some of the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street. You're helping make a difference to the people and places you call home. Learn more at Meijer.com/community.
Sounds like it's time to call Hayes & Sons. Fire, floods, mold, and other disruptive events can wreak havoc on your home or business. That's when the Hayes & Sons team goes into action. We've got your back. From assessing the damage and taking immediate steps to secure your home, to working with your insurance to ease the pain, and from restoring contents to repairing and rebuilding, so your home feels just like it did before it was hit by the storm. When disaster strikes, call Hayes & Sons. We do restoration right.
Hey, it's JMV for all you need to know about the Colts. You lock this thing up right here on the Fan.
This season, Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is teaming up with the Colts to shine a light on outstanding small businesses. Go to Colts.com/Anthem Spotlight to nominate your favorite small business today. The Jags take the lead now 14-7. Back to Jacksonville, Matt.
Well, coming into the game, Trevor Lawrence ranked bottom 10 among qualified quarterbacks in completion percentage, passing yards per attempt, touchdown to interception ratio, interceptions, you name it. But so far today, he's playing like he typically does against the Indianapolis Colts. He's 7 for 9 in the passing game for 107 yards, a touchdown, and a passer rating that's pristine right now at 153.2 as the Jags kick off to the Colts, taken by Amir Abdullah 2 yards into the end zone, and he'll take a knee, and that'll give the Colts fantastic field position coming up following a touchback. So the ball comes out to the 35-yard line. So as Casey mentioned, it's the Jaguars 14, Colts 7, 2:27 to go in the first quarter. And Jacksonville just got a touchdown with some big plays through the air, namely a 39-yard reception by Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah, it was just a really good catch, one-on-one. He's working on Ward. I mean, completely one-handed down the sideline. But, Matt, Lawrence is in rhythm right now. We got to disrupt him. They're doing things. They're going fast, a lot of 3-step drops, 5-step drops, not letting the Colts pass rush get to him, getting the ball out quick. Colts just got to answer the bell here on offense, put together another great drive.
Colts on the move left to right, Colts in the white, Jaguars in the teal. Daniel Jones under center, play action, deep drop, looks, and he's going to be sacked. Taken down to the 30-yard line by Jacksonville. There's a flag on the play. For the time being, it's a sack by the Jaguars back to the 30-yard line in Indianapolis territory.
Holding, defense number 2. That 5-yard penalty will be enforced from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
So negate a sack by DeJuan Smoot. We have holding in the secondary by Jordan Lewis, their nickel.
Well, Matt, what happened there, they bring a blitz with their safety, and so everybody's manned up on the outside. You wonder, how can they sack him? Why was nobody open? It's because you had the hold right there, defensive penalty.
So a break for the Colts. It improves their field position up to the 40-yard line in their own territory. Pistol look for Jones. 1st and 10. Right side give to Jonathan Taylor. He's probing. Patient run. And he's going to nudge it across the 40 to the 42-yard line before he's upended very emphatically. Mason Smith was a part of that tackle, among others.
And if you're the Colts, Matt, you got to keep running the ball. You know, that's a 3-yard run right there. Keep pounding it with Taylor. You got to keep running at these guys, too. Walker and Hines Allen. Wear those guys out in the run game because they want to rush the passer, especially number 41, Hines Allen, who really has come on the last 3-4 games.
4 down linemen for the Jaguars. Looks like they're bringing pressure here. Out of the gun goes Jones. Shotgun snap to him. Backs to throw. We got a flag on the play, and the play is being stopped. That was 2nd and 8 from the 42.
Yeah, Colts right side of the line moved early right there, Matt.
Full start. Offense number 72. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
That's our head referee, John Hussey. The penalty's on the right tackle for the Colts, Braden Smith, and that's the 7th time this year he's been flagged.
Please set the game clock to 1:30, please. 1:30, please.
And again, Hines Allen, their best rusher on obvious passing situations. He's going to rush over that right side. Braden Smith just jumped a little bit early, trying to get an advantage out there on his pass set.
Now it's going to bring up 2nd and 13. Again, Jones backs to throw. Looking, throws to the left flat, and it is caught. Not nearly enough for a first down. Caught by Josh Downs. bounds, and he's immediately pushed to the turf by the Jaguars on the outside by Greg Newsom, the cornerback. Gain of just a couple there. Now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 as the new line of scrimmage is around the 43-yard line.
Yeah, you got him back right there. We talked about Downs, 2 uncharacteristic drops last week. He's usually your money man on 3rd down, being able to get open. This is the first 3rd and long the Colts have had here in Matt Everbank Stadium now, coming to life with a lot of noise from the Jags fans.
The Colts were just 3 for 10 on 3rd down last week against Houston. This is 3rd and 8 in the waning moments of the first quarter. Jones out of the gun, 4 receivers into the pattern, backs to throw. Here comes the pressure. A flag on the play, throws right side, caught at the 50-yard line goes Alec Pierce, and I don't think he's got it based on the catch and run to the 49-yard line.
He's right at the sticks, but it looks like it may be a hold against the Colts offense.
There's a flag on the play, and Daniel Jones is down. Daniel Jones can't even make it over to the sideline to be looked at. He takes a seat around the 29-yard line.
Chop block, offense number 28. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. 3rd down.
And they call that on Jonathan Taylor and Larry Overton. What is the latest here with Daniel Jones?
He is seated on the turf, and he just slammed his helmet to the grass in frustration after taking a hit. Watching it on the replay, he slid on this wet grass. He is now limping over to the Colts sideline. He was also reaching down for that right lower leg area where he has some of that additional padding on that lower leg.
Yeah, he just slipped on the turf on that plant leg, Joe, and a flag came out immediately after he got the ball out, and the Colts now have to regroup on 3rd and 23, and their starting quarterback, Daniel Jones, is out of the game. So enter the rookie out of Notre Dame, Riley Leonard, and Leonard is going to play his first, what I'm calling, meaningful snap of the season. He's played and appeared in games earlier this year, but they've been in mop-up duty when the Colts have been up significantly. So now it's 3rd and 23, back to the 27-yard line of their own territory with 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Colts are down by a touchdown at 14-7, and now they have a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, it was just a disaster play. You got the chop block because Taylor went low on somebody when he's engaged with an offensive lineman. Jones is hurt and does not look good based on his reaction. It's Riley Leonard time, 3rd and 23. What a time to get your first NFL action right here.
Taylor's to the right of Leonard out of the gun, ball in the left hash, and the Colts will predictably stay conservative here and hand off to Taylor as he marches across the 30 to 33-yard line and gets 6, but still well short of a first down. Now it's 4th down and a long 17, and the Colts will trot over to the sideline and put on the special teams unit, and that's going to take us down to the end of the first quarter. So, man, oh man, the Colts have had some good things happen, but more negative things to the first 15 minutes. A turnover and some sloppy penalties, and now their starting quarterback is out of the game for the time being. So, as we head to the start of the second period, it's the Jaguars 14 and the Colts 7, and the Colts will be punting when we come back on 4th and 18. Stay with us. You're listening to the Colts on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Caesars Sportsbook is a proud sports betting partner of the Indianapolis Colts, and every bet with the Caesars Sportsbook app earns with Caesars Rewards, win or lose. Download the app, start betting, and you'll be closer to the types of perks only Caesars can offer. Colts tickets, bonus bets in the app, and stays and meals at top Caesars Rewards destinations, like Horseshoe Indianapolis. Must be 21. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Caesars Sportsbook, the only sportsbook app with Caesars Rewards.
You ready for game day? You got the Colts hoodie, the Colts knit cap. What's missing? The Huntington Bank debit card with the Indianapolis Colts logo. That's it. Huntington Bank is the official bank of the Indianapolis Colts. So come get that debit card to complete the fit. Do it for the shoe. Let's go Colts. Let's give more for money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey, Jan from Toyota here, reminding you Toyota-thon is on. Make your holiday wishes come true with a new Camry, RAV4, Tacoma, and more. All right, let's sing it together this time. Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is
Dealer
on.
inventory may vary. Toyota-thon ends January 5th. See your participating dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
You want your car to always look its best. but you don't want to spend all day buffing and polishing. That's why you need Lucas Slick Mist Speed Wax. It's the fastest way to a showroom shine. Just spray, wipe, and admire the results. Check out the entire line of Lucas Slick Mist products at lucasoil.com. Lucas Oil is the official oil of the Indianapolis Colts and is used throughout Lucas Oil Stadium. Lucas Oil. It works.
Query and Company. Weekdays at noon on 93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
Hey, Colts Nation, you have the power to save lives. Team over the Colts to say yes at Organo Nation the next time you're at the BMV, or sign up now at donatelifeindiana.org. Matt?
Start of the second quarter, and the Colts are punting on 4th and 18. First punt of the afternoon by Rigoberto Sanchez. Drives it downfield. Taken in by Austin Trammell, who was just activated off the practice squad yesterday. A decent return for him, and he's met head-on by Austin Ejike of Indianapolis at the 29-yard line. And that's where the Jaguars will take over. They've got the lead and the ball now. 14-7, they lead over the Colts. 14:47 to play until we break for halftime. And the Colts defense is on the field. And for an update more on Daniel Jones and also weather conditionings worsening on the field, here's Lara Overton.
After a brief evaluation in the medical tent, Daniel Jones limped his way into the tunnel and onto the Colts locker room. Clarification, he was limping most significantly with the right leg. He has that added protection actually on his left leg. Again, slammed his helmet in frustration after slipping on this very wet surface here in Jacksonville as the rain is incredibly steady, and it does appear, Mate, that there is activity over toward the Jacksonville sideline.
Yeah.
So I'll go to you for more on that.
Yeah, that's Chris Lamons, who I think got knocked out of bounds trying to cover that punt as a gunner, and he got knocked well out of bounds on the Jaguars sideline, and he is down, and now he's finally up and able to walk gingerly across the field, headed back towards the Colts sideline across the way. And so, yeah, field conditions, Joe, are definitely worsening. And, I mean, the field's in great shape, but right now it's currently raining. It's a steady rain. And so I think, footing and traction is going to be a problem for both teams the rest of this game. And we saw it on that Daniel Jones drop back. He just lost his footing, and that leg on him, it just buckled immediately. You knew it wasn't going to be good.
Yeah, those non-contact injuries, Matt, you never want to see those. We'll see as the game continues on the report from Jones. But literally, Matt, when it rains, it pours down here, right? And that's what's going on right now physically with the rain. But, if you're the Colts right here, your starting quarterback's out. Defense has given up 2 touchdowns on their last drive. This is a game where they got to rally right now as a unit and say, hey, you know what? We're going to put this on our back right here. We're going to shut down that Jacksonville offense. That's what the Colts have to do.
Colts on defense, they need to rise up. They trail 14-7. 14:47 to go in the second quarter. Jaguars 1st and 10 on their own 29, going left to right in your mind's eye. They'll keep it on the ground left side to Travis Etienne. Gets to the 30-yard line, and he's gang tackled there by a plethora of Colts, including JT Tuamoloau and also Zaire Franklin. Good to see Zaire getting involved. Last week, he had a huge game, 13 tackles, and in the last 3 weeks, he has at least 10 tackles in every game. He ranks 6th in the NFL in tackles since week 10. 2nd down and 8 to around the 31-yard line now for the Jaguars. They line up in the pistol look. Etienne motions out. Now he's going to come back into the backfield and join Lawrence to his left. Ball in the left hash. Lawrence looking over a 4-man front of the Colts. Takes a shotgun snap. Looks, throws, left sideline, and it's incomplete. Contested play by Charvarius Ward in coverage on Brian Thomas. So Ward got the best of Thomas on that play after Thomas had a contested grab of 39 yards and a one-handed snare earlier in this game. Now it brings up 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, Colts bring the blitz right there, Matt. Nick Cross got to Lawrence, delivered a big hit. Lawrence knew it was going to be one-on-one, threw it up to Thomas, but that's great to see. One-on-one matchup right there, 7 versus 7. Advantageous Ward on that last play brings up 3rd and long for the Jags.
3rd and long indeed. indeed from the 31-yard line. Lawrence goes out of the gun. 3 receivers pyramid to the right side. Ball on the left hash. Lone receiver left is Brian Thomas.
Colts showing blitz again here, Matt. Let's see if they continue or they bail out.
Zaire Franklin and Jermaine Pratt, they come and make that. Trevor Lawrence flies it over the head of his intended target on the right side. That is Tim Patrick. And Patrick had no chance to catch that pass as Lawrence knew the blitz was coming, got rid of it quickly, and threw it over the head of his intended receiver on a quick wide receiver screen to the right flat. Actually, the intended receiver there more in the neighborhood of Jacoby Myers, but nevertheless, 4th down and 8, and the Colts defense has gotten a stop.
And it's getting rainy and wet, Matt. It looked like that ball slipped out of his hand, too. He threw it to the coaching staff right on the sideline, but great job by the D and holding right there, Matt.
Jaguars in punting formation. Logan Cook has a 43.3 net average for his career. That's the best in the NFL since 2018. Underneath it is Anthony Gould. Plays it on, did not call for a fair catch, and he is decked inside the 20, and the Jaguars immediately wrap him up. And that was a bad decision by Anthony Gould. He should have called for a fair catch. Forward progress for him is going to be stopped at the 19-yard line. And so that's where the Colts will begin in their own territory when we come back. Another timeout on the field, and Riley Leonard is the starting quarterback for the Colts on offense. Colts ball, but they trail the Jaguars 14-7, 13:47 to go in the second quarter on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Ways to save.
Listen up, Colts fans. This is the money saving scoop from Citizens Energy Group. Turn off the faucet while brushing your teeth to save water. Toss on a layer before turning up the heat. That'll save you some energy. And always do full loads of laundry. Remember, the more you could serve, the more you could save. Now get out there. Find more ways to save on your bill at citizensenergygroup.com.
Hey, contractors and skilled tradespeople, ready to take your career to the next level? The Mechanical Contractors Association of Indiana and UA Local 440 have teamed up to bring you an unbeatable labor management cooperative. We're talking top-tier training, unmatched safety standards, and quality you can trust. Don't miss out on this game-changing partnership. Visit MCAI and UA Local 440 today and join us in building a brighter, stronger future. Together, we don't just build, we excel.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. Well, Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Visit your Central Indiana Chevy dealers today.
A winning team works together for a shared goal. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is teaming up with the Colts to shine a light on outstanding small businesses. Indy is our hometown, and boosting local businesses is just one way we want to thank this great city. Go to Colts.com/Anthem Spotlight to nominate your favorite small business today. Anthem and the Colts, helping Hoosier small businesses score points. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc.
Kevin Bowen here, and we will talk all about this weekday mornings at 7 on the Fan Morning Show.
Colts football is brought to you by Vivid Seats. Buy tickets or rewards only in the Vivid Seats app. Vivid Seats, the official fan experience partner of the Indianapolis Colts. Matt?
1st and 10 for the Colts. They take over on their own 19-yard line on their 4th drive of the game. Riley Leonard on 1st down. Delayed handoff. Gives off to Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to wiggle up to the 25-yard line and pick up about 6. So Lair Overton, those that just heard, Riley Leonard is in the game. Tell us why and give us an update also on the latest with Daniel Jones.
An unfortunate update as Daniel Jones remains in the Colts locker room. He has been ruled out with an Achilles injury. That is obviously on top of being on the injury report the last few weeks with the fibula. And guys had been telling me how much they've been rallying behind Daniel, knowing how much that he's going through, how much he's battling to be out there and give his team a chance. So incredibly unfortunate to not have him for the remainder of this game.
Leonard on 2nd down gives off to Jonathan Taylor. Powering, he lost the ball inside the 30-yard line, and it's picked up by the Jaguars. Taylor was fighting for extra yards, and in the process, the ball came out, and it's recovered.
Fumble recovered by Jacksonville. 1st down.
It's a recovery by Jerian Jones, the quarterback, and the Colts have just turned it over in their own territory inside their own 30-yard line. It's the second giveaway today by the Colts on offense. A lost fumble by Jonathan Taylor. It's raining. The starting quarterback for the Colts is out, and it's just gone from bad to worse.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor right there, Matt, was fighting hard for extra yards to get the first down. He extended the ball. His hand was on the ground, though, and not the elbow, so he was not down. The ball comes loose, and man, what a back-breaking turnover there, backed up now for the Colts defense.
The Jaguars looking to cash in again. They're already +7 today on points off of giveaways by the Colts on offense. Lawrence out of the gun, ball in the right hash. And he's going to give off right side to Etienne. Slashes inside the 30. He's got an avenue. He's going to go down the right sideline into the end zone for a touchdown, untouched. His second rushing touchdown today, and the Jaguars are up by 13 points with 12:52 to go in the first half.
Yeah, just a little inside give right there to Etienne. He's able to make a guy miss at the line of scrimmage. A couple Colts guys looked like they kind of slipped down there again, Matt. We talked about the field conditions, but he went pretty much untouched into the end zone. And it is disaster scenario all around for our Indianapolis Colts.
Etienne with his 7th rushing touchdown. He came in with 26 total touchdowns in his career, 7th most in club history. And he's having a big game today. He's found the end zone twice. On for the extra point. Cook makes it, or I beg your pardon, Little drives it through. Cam Little with the extra point. And the Colts are now down by 2 scores, 21-7 with 12:52 to go until we break for halftime. Timeout on the field. Colts are down by 14 points. We'll have the ball when we come back on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Think Verizon's best 5G network is expensive? Think again. This season, bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store for a better deal. Then use those unwanted bills to wrap up goodbye gifts to AT&T. Or cut them into snowflakes to celebrate your switch from T-Mobile. 'Tis the season to save at Verizon. Just bring in your bill to your local Verizon store and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on Root Metrics Root Score Report dated 1/2025. Your results may vary. Requires postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days and same name as person redeeming deal. Additional terms apply.
Ready for a new and exciting career challenge? At DHL Supply Chain, you're part of a team committed to creating innovative solutions for some of the biggest brands in the world. We're recognized as a best place to work, where people are valued, supported, and respected. DHL Supply Chain is hiring for a wide range of salaried operational and functional roles. Previous experience in logistics is welcome, but not required. All opportunities, no boundaries. DHL Supply Chain. Apply today at joindhl.com.
Every great football play starts with a plan. Ladies, it's time we do the same for our health, starting with mammograms. At Ascension St. Vincent, we're calling on you to huddle up with your circle, your mom, your sister, your best friend, even yourself, and make that mammogram appointment. Mammograms save lives. Don't wait. Schedule today at one of our convenient locations at ascension.org/St. Vincent Mammogram.
The Ride with JMV. Weekdays at 3 on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Colts fans, enter the Kicking It With a Colt sweepstakes presented by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance to be on the field during kickoff and enjoy the game from VIP field level seats. Enter today at Colts.com/IFBI. It's now 21-7 off the second rushing touchdown by Travis Etienne. Matt?
Thank you very much, Casey. Unfortunately, today the Colts have allowed 14 points off of offensive giveaways. And the Jacksonville Jaguars, we talked about, how are they 8-4? Why are they good? Statistically, they're not overwhelming. Well, that's a big part of it, Joe. They now have 85 points scored off of takeaways by their defense. That ranks 4th in the NFL. Again, 14 today. And the Colts trail 21-7. Jonathan Taylor just suffered his first lost fumble all season long.
Yeah, and that's the story. 2 turnovers for the Colts, both backed up, give Jacksonville great field position. They capitalize on both those. And so now, Matt, I mean, you're in a tough scenario. You're down 21-7. Your starting quarterback's hurt.
As they kick off, and the ball is muffed a little bit by Amir Abdullah. He regains the footing and goes back and grabs the ball and sprints across the 25 to the 27-yard line before he's chopped down there by a gang of Jaguars covering the kickoff on special teams. So the Colts will start at the 27-yard line. Again, Daniel Jones has been knocked out of this game with an Achilles injury. He slipped on the turf, and he will not return. And that also factors in to a previous injury with the fibula. So Riley Leonard will be quarterbacking the Colts the rest of the game, and he has a big obstacle down by 14 points. The Colts hand off on a jet sweep moving right. Michael Pittman Jr. chopped down, a little tap pass, and Jordan Lewis on the outside brings down Michael Pittman Jr. short of the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a tackle for loss back to around the 26-yard line. Second down and 11 coming up.
Yeah, a little quick jet sweep to Pittman. And, Matt, I think now with Riley Leonard in the game, you're going to see some more diversity and creativity in the run game. I think you have to. Riley Leonard, maybe some design runs, quarterback draws, some more RPO things. Do some things that Riley does well. Try to settle him down and not make him drop back and pass the ball down the field a bunch this game.
Leonard throws right side, caught by Michael Pittman Jr. outside the numbers right, short of the 30-yard line, gets to the 29, and he's wrapped up out there by Trayvon Walker, the defensive end. That was an RPO. Again, Leonard is a rookie, a sixth-round draft pick by the Colts out of Notre Dame, playing in just his second game all season. Now it's 3rd and 8 in a big moment for the rookie quarterback trying to get the Colts offense some life here, down by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, exactly. It's 3rd and 8. It's getting loud here. You'd expect Jacksonville maybe to heat him up, Matt. The first time it's really a gotta-have-it drop-back pass scenario.
Colts are 1 out of 2 so far in the game on 3rd down. Shotgun formation for Leonard. 2-by-2 formation. Ball in the right hash. Shotgun snap. The rookie backs to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Being chased. Now he's out of the pocket left. Throws upfield. Got it! Alec Pierce up the left sideline. 50, 45 into Jaguars territory. Tackled forward down to the Jaguar 42-yard line. Catch and run for a first down. Alec Pierce, great job navigating the pocket by the rookie quarterback Riley Leonard to dump it up to the wide receiver for a first down.
Yeah, no question. They bring blitz off the edge right there, Matt. They bring a corner blitz. Riley sees it. We do a good job picking up. There's pressure in the pocket. He steps up, keeps his eyes downfield. Play breaks down. Big throw and catch to Pierce.
Leonard hands off to Jonathan Taylor. Sweeping to the right now. He cuts it up, and he's going to try and pound the football to the 40-yard line before he's met there by a handful of Jaguars, including Foye Oluwakin, their leading tackler. Taylor with a short gain, picked up 2 down to the 40-yard line of Jacksonville. 10.5 minutes to go until we break for halftime. Jaguars 21, Colts 7. Again, the Colts are being quarterbacked right now by the rookie quarterback, Riley Leonard.
And again, Matt, this game is just a third over. There's been so much action that's happened. It seems like it's been longer into this game, but I can't tell you how big that is for Leonard's confidence to make that really good individual play on that last 3rd and 8.
Leonard under center, hands off left side. Jonathan Taylor cuts off a block by Tanner Bortolini and surges forward, and he's going to sprint inside the 40-yard line down to the 36. That's a gain of 4. Oluwakin makes the tackle again. Now it's going to bring up a very manageable 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Colts as we approach 9 minutes and 45 seconds to go until halftime. The Colts are down by 14 points.
And I can tell you what Shane Steichen's probably thinking, Matt. 3rd and 4 in the 36. You got a new kicker in here. It's a wet field. The Colts are probably thinking this is 4-down territory, which gives you some flexibility to have a different call here on 3rd down. Leonard's in the gun, but you very well may run it here on this 3rd and 4, knowing you may go for it on 4th.
Ball on the left hash, 2-by-2 formation. Back in the throw is Leonard. Throws quickly left side, caught by Josh Downs right at the sticks, and he's pushed out of bounds short of the 30-yard line on the left sideline, and he's hauled down by Devon Hamilton, among others. It's going to be close. No, actually a first down. They eyeball it. It's a pickup of 5 yards for the Colts to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, Indianapolis. Great catch by Josh Downs for a first down.
And nice throw right there. The Colts start out in trips right. They motion Downs across during the formation. He just runs a little out route. Good to see Downs money man on 3rd down. And Matt, the Colts are in business with this drive. Got a fresh set of downs right about the 30-yard line.
Ball on the left hash. Under center goes Riley Leonard. 2 tight ends go to the right side. Lone back in the backfield is Jonathan Taylor. There's a counter give to Taylor. Patient run, and he's going to run into the teeth of that defense and try to get extra yards, and his forward progress is going to be stopped at the 30-yard line. Devin Lloyd makes the tackle coming up from his linebacker position. He has an interception already today. Let's quickly pause 10 seconds for ID on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
From the DriveHubler.com studios, this is 93.5 and 107.5, The Fan.
WIBC HD2, HD3, Indianapolis.
Ball at the 30-yard line. Second down and 8. The Colts are in plus territory. The Colts trail 21-7 as we approach 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Colts on the move right to left. Leonard fakes play action, bootlegging to his left, and he is hit as he throws as he tried to square his shoulders and throw the ball in the left flat to Tyler Warren. It's incomplete. And in his face was Josh Hines Allen, the all-time leading sacker for the Jaguars in their franchise history. Incomplete pass. It brings up third down and 8 with 7:56 to go in the second quarter.
So right there, you fake the zone read to the right. You boot Leonard out left. Hines Allen, you'd expect typically is going to chase that run down, but he was playing pass all the way, which is why he was right in Leonard's face as he tried to deliver that pass.
Leonard so far 4 out of 5 in the pass game for 35 yards. He goes out of the gun here, ball in the right hash. 2-by-2 formation. Low shotgun snap, but he digs it out and throws over the middle. Caught, and I think it's a first down. Forward progress is going to net the Colts a first down with a great catch over the middle by Michael Pittman Jr. He was tackled immediately by the safety, Antonio Johnson, but forward progress will net Pittman a first down around the 22-yard line.
Yeah, Pittman lined up wide right there. Warren runs the deep corner. Pittman goes inside him on the slant. Again, Matt, Riley Leonard, really impressed with him right now. His accuracy, his presence in the pocket. That was a bit of a low snap right there. Colts are in business, Matt, but with being down 14, you got to think touchdowns here. Field goals ain't got to cut it.
Tyler Goodson playing running back now for the Colts. Here's a jet sweep. Anthony Gould turns the corner. Cuts at the 20-yard line and is pushed out of bounds by Aluakin. And he actually knocked the helmet off of Anthony Gould, pushing him out of bounds on the left sideline. It looked like Gould was going to have some more running room, but man, the athleticism and speed of Aluakin really was on display there as he closed the gap in pursuit. Gain of only 2 down to the 20-yard line for the Colts. Second down and 8 with 6:45 and moving in the second quarter. Colts are down by 14 points.
Yeah, as that one unfolded right there, you thought Gould was maybe going to go for 8-10 yards, but you got to give credit to Aluakin right there. He just flew from his linebacker spot and made a really good tackle right there on that end around.
Now it's Amir Abdullah in the game as the running back for the Colts, alone back behind Riley Leonard. Ball in the left hash. 3 receivers go to the right side. In motion now is Josh Downs. Leonard hands off to Abdullah. Full head of steam, and he's tripped up at the 14-yard line. Gain of 6, but there's a penalty on the play around the 22.
Late flag comes in on that one.
Holding. Offense number 56. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
And that was a hard run by Amir Abdullah, but it's going to get wiped out by a penalty on Quentin Nelson. Just the second time this season Nelson's been guilty of a penalty, and for the Colts, that's their third flag today. And it's going to make second down and longer here on the field as the Colts regroup on the field inside the huddle.
Now, tough call right there on Nelson. They were running hard to the right there. They're cutting back right across his block. He's working on Aluakin, the linebacker, and they called that hold. His left hand just restricted his movement a little bit.
Well, the officials have not yet moved the football, and now they pick it up and put it down to the 25-yard line after the penalty, and so the Colts will regroup there. As I said, second and longer, second and 13. But as we approach 6 minutes to go until halftime.
The nice thing, though, the hold was 5 yards downfield on the linebacker, so it's not as devastating as a penalty right there for the Colts.
Riley Leonard, the rookie out of Notre Dame, quarterbacking the Colts offense. Shotgun snap to him. Looks to his left. Scanning. Rolls out of the pocket. Moving to his right. Looking. Throws upfield into a crowd, and it's incomplete. Almost intercepted by the Jaguars. The Colts had 2 receivers in the area, Mo Alley-Cox and Jonathan Taylor, but in the area for Jacksonville on defense were the linebackers Devin Lloyd and Aluakin playing in coverage. Incomplete pass, almost an interception. Now brings up 3rd and 13 to the 25-yard line of the Jags.
Yeah, Leonard did a good job extending the play right there, and Matt, you just got to take what the defense gives you, right? 3rd and 13, long yardage situation. You're clearly in field goal range right here. You want to get the first down, but at this point, Matt, I think you're going to settle and be happy if you get a field goal and get some points on the board.
Michael Pittman Jr. motions to the left. 3 receivers pyramid that way. Shotgun snap for Leonard. Looks left. Slings it upfield, and it's broken up at the 15-yard line, intended for Alec Pierce. But snapped out of there by the Jaguars. Jones and a late flag in the secondary.
I was going to say, that contact was early right there, Matt. I was waiting for the flag to be called. It looks like the refs, they've been a little bit delayed throwing that yellow laundry on the field, but that was clearly pass interference. He got hit before the ball got there.
And I think they're going to nail it on Jarian Jones, who was early on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense number 22. While he plays the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
And the fans are booing right there, Matt, but that was clearly pass interference. We're waiting up here in the booth for them to call the play. He was early right there, getting to him. Good call by the refs. And now, Matt, you got a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Let's get 7 on the board right here and get some confidence, especially with Riley Leonard right here leading the troops down the field.
Well, the Colts are back inside the Coca-Cola red zone. They trail 21-7. Clock is stopped at 5:47 to go in the second quarter. Riley Leonard counter, gives off to Jonathan Taylor, and Taylor travels inside the 9-yard line, and coming up and making the tackle is Danny Strigo, their rookie defensive tackle. They're really high on him. He's out of Minnesota, an undrafted free agent picked up by the Jaguars after the draft. So gain of 3 down to the 9-yard line, and this long drive for the Colts continues. This will be the 14th play of the possession, and it's already traveled over 7 minutes of time of possession.
And right down here in the red zone, tighter windows to throw the ball. Riley Leonard with his legs, something to watch here, whether it's a design run or he's able to scramble and make something happen on a pass play.
Leonard backs to throw, shotgun snap, looks to his left, and it is almost intercepted at the goal line. I don't know how in the world Jarian Jones did not catch that pass, but that was an errant throw by Riley Leonard in the direction more of Jones than any other Colts wide receiver. We're watching the replay. I think that was intended for Josh Downs, who was running a little bit of a slant towards the middle of the field, and it just got away from Riley Leonard on the pass. 3rd down and 7 at the 9-yard line of Jacksonville. That's where the Colts have it, down by 2 scores. 2 receivers go to the right side. Now they're going to motion Tyler Warren right as well. So 3 go that way, 1 goes left, and that's Alec Pierce.
You got one-on-one down on the near side with Alec Pierce right here.
Leonard feeling pressure, and the ball is batted at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. They were in his face immediately with Devin Lloyd also coming on. The pass rush was Trayvon Walker, and the pass was deflected in the line of scrimmage. So that was 3rd and 7. Now it's 4th and 7, and the Colts will settle for points and try to kick a field goal.
Yep, Jacksonville right there. They bring 7. It's cover 0 pressure. Both times they've been in 3rd and long with Leonard. They've really brought the whole house right there. Ball gets tipped at the line of scrimmage. Colts have to settle for a field goal.
It was batted down by Josh Hines Allen. So a short field goal here for Blake Grupe, about a 28-yard field goal, and it is good. In his 3rd year at Notre Dame, kicking in for the first time in a Colts uniform. Grupe was waived by New Orleans in late November after missing 2 field goals, and the Saints 24-10 loss to the Atlanta Falcons. But that short field goal is up, and it is good. So he is now 19 for 27 on field goal attempts this year, and the Colts get 3 points after a very long drive, mostly done on the ground game by the Colts with Jonathan Taylor. But, Joe, the Colts go 16 plays, and it covers 64 yards in almost 8 minutes of time of possession. And that's a scoring drive ending in a field goal for the Colts, brought to you by Sharp Business Systems, the official document solutions provider of the Colts. So a 28-yard field goal by Grupe pulls the Colts within 11 on the Rupp Mortgage scoreboard. Jaguars 21, Colts 10. So if nothing else, the Colts generated a little bit of momentum after all of the momentum and all of the positive things in this game have mostly gone in the favor of the Jacksonville Jaguars, most notably the Jaguars defense getting a break with Daniel Jones, the starting quarterback for the Colts, out of the game for the rest of the game with an Achilles injury.
Yeah, no question. And Leonard had some great plays right there. You think about that 3rd and 8, that scramble back in the pocket, the big play down to Pierce. He commanded the troops, delivered delivered a couple nice passes. Now, he had a couple errant throw-ins there, which is natural. But I think the biggest thing, Matt, a long, sustained drive, you get points, and this is going to be a game. For the Colts to win this game, their defense is going to have to force some 3-and-outs. We've given Jacksonville 2 really short fields, which they've capitalized on. But with 5 minutes to go in the second half, Matt, if you can get a 3-and-out and get the football back, go down, get some points, the Colts get the ball at halftime. And again, as Riley Leonard progresses in this game, expect him to have more and more confidence as he gets this experience. But I really like what the Colts did on that long drive right there. And the last thing is you got to continue to pound Jonathan Taylor. He's had a bunch of 4-yard games, 3-yard games, some tough runs in there, but eventually, with him and how good he's done, what have we seen all second half? You run, you break one for 50 or 60. We're going to need that moving forward in the second half of this game.
Well, Atlanta leads Seattle 6-3 elsewhere. Pittsburgh over Baltimore 17-3. Cincinnati is beating Buffalo 21-11. And Tennessee on the road is beating Cleveland 14-10 in the second quarter. Those are scores around the NFL elsewhere here in week number 14. Brought to you by Kittle's Furniture, Indiana's home team since 1932. So the Colts are set to kick off right to left, back to the Jaguars with 4:54 to go in the second quarter. The Colts have pulled within 11, 21-10. The Colts today on offense have turned it over twice, once with an interception thrown by Daniel Jones, the other a lost fumble by Jonathan Taylor, and the Jaguars have turned both opportunities into touchdowns as they return it across the 25, and they'll be stopped short of the 30-yard line. Great tackle there by Austin Ejike for the Indianapolis Colts. Also had help there from JT Tuamoloau. And on the return for Jacksonville is their backup rookie running back, LaQuint Allen, rookie out of Syracuse. And so the Jags will start short of the 30-yard line, leading the Colts 21-10.
And you mentioned the 2 giveaways from the Colts, Matt. You know what I was just thinking? You would be really great right now. Get a turnover and get one back on the Colts when Jacksonville's back on their own side of the 50.
Trevor Lawrence under center. Brenton Strange in short motion. Straight give to ETN. Patient run and slices off of a tackle and explodes up to the 40-yard line and picks up 11. That's great vision and great patience inside that hole and saw a crease and then darted through it for a first down. Let's go down to the field and get an update on the Colts sideline with Lara Overton in terms of injuries on the Colts.
Offensive lineman Braden Smith is currently in the medical tent on the Colts sideline. He is being evaluated pursuant to the concussion protocol. Also, Chris Lamons, the defensive back, he was carted off a bit ago, being evaluated for a left foot injury.
All right. Thank you very much there. The Colts can ill afford to lose all of those players. Outside zone left, and this is ETN. ETN turns the corner outside the numbers left, close to another first down, and he's going to whirl it up to the Jaguar 49-yard line and pick up 8, maybe 9, close to the midfield stripe. So the last couple of runs by ETN have been ultra productive against this Colts defense.
Yeah, no question. We were bottling them up early in the game, Matt, but a 25-yard touchdown, 11 yards the last, now another 9 yards right there. The Colts got to stop the run. You got to force the ball and make Lawrence do it. You can't let Jacksonville dictate when they're going to run the ball in this game.
ETN, the only ball carrier today the Jaguars have used. He's got 57 yards on the ground on 8 carries and 2 rushing touchdowns with a long of 28 that found the end zone. And here they call the rookie's number, and right on cue they use another ball carrier. And Charvarius Ward makes the tackle, but that is Bayshaw Tootin, a running back, a rookie out of Virginia Tech, and he gets a first down, and he's going to slice down to the Indianapolis Colts 45-yard line, and the Jaguars will continue their possession from there. They just racked up their 8th first down of the game.
Yeah, too much on the ground right there, Matt. This drive, 3 runs, 3 successful plays. Jacksonville now into Colts territory on the 45-yard line. Again, the Colts defense got to snuff them out on first down and force them into some second and third and long. If we do that, a lot better chance that Lawrence will turn it over and give us one in the air.
Shotgun snap to Lawrence, hands off to Tootin, and he is tracked down from behind by Grover Stewart, and the ball is out, and I think the Colts have it. I think the Colts have recovered it near midfield as Tootin was sandwiched down to the ground by Grover Stewart, and then the ball squirted out, and the Colts have recovered.
Midfield is a fumble, recovered by the defense, first down.
Let's go, Big Grover tracks him down from the backside. Pratt finishes it with the ball in his hands. We just talked about the turnover right there, Matt. How huge is that? Colts get the ball back in midfield. You got 2:30 on the clock. You can score, get the double score. We'll see if the play holds up, though, right now. They just showed the replay on the Jumbotron. Jacksonville fans are celebrating, thinking that he's down already. But the good news is it was ruled a fumble on the field.
Exactly. So you're going to have undisputable video evidence on the tackle for loss by Grover Stewart. The ball coming out, recovered by Jermaine Pratt with a short couple of yards on the return.
It is out.
To near the 50-yard line.
Sorry to cut you off, but the ball was coming out. And the Colts got the ball. Let's go.
And for the Colts, it would be just their 6th fumble recovery all season, and it is upheld. So the turnover goes to the Jaguars, and the takeaway by the Colts defense. 1st and 10, Indianapolis. They'll start at their own 47-yard line. Down by 2 scores, 21-10. The last time the Colts had the ball, they kicked a field goal. Here they're going to run it on 1st down with Jonathan Taylor. Starts to the right, cuts left, and he gets a short pickup as he bolts to the 49-yard line. Back on the play by Aluakon and Devin Lloyd. And the Colts have 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, which is coming up here in about 10 seconds as the Colts are on the ball near midfield. Colts on the move right to left. Riley Leonard, the quarterback, dips under center. Jonathan Taylor, the lone back. We got movement at the line of scrimmage and a flag.
That's going to be offsides on Jacksonville on the hard count by Riley Leonard. Nice job.
And the Colts will certainly take that as Jacksonville, they did aggressively come across the line.
Neutral zone infraction, defense, number 94. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
That's on Mason Smith. A second-year defensive tackle got a head start. He's out of LSU, and he jumped at the hard count, supplied there by Riley Leonard, and that takes us down to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go here in the first half. It's the Jaguars 21 and the Indianapolis Colts 10 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. 2 minutes to go. The Colts have all 3 of their timeouts, and when we come back, the Colts will have it 2nd down and short near midfield. Stay with us. You're listening to Colts football in Jacksonville on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Colts tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spending time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Colts.
Midwest Landscape Industries offers professional services with sophisticated results. We provide a premier experience in every aspect of landscape consultation, service, and management for both estate and commercial properties. MLI specializes in managing your entire property and installation while effectively communicating throughout the process. We focus on landscape management, development, irrigation, and robotics for all of your project needs. Midwest Landscape Industries is proud to be the official landscape partner of the Colts. Visit MLI-IN.com to learn more about our services.
Your vehicle deserves the finest care and protection. That's why you need Lucas Oil Additives. Whether you need to solve a common automotive problem or protect your vehicle for the long road ahead, there's a Lucas additive to meet your needs. To see the entire line of products, visit lucasoil.com. Lucas Oil is the official oil of the Indianapolis Colts and is used throughout Lucas Oil Stadium. Lucas Oil. It works.
This is Jake Query. We'll be discussing this game and a whole lot more weekdays, noon to 3. Query and Company on The Fan.
Colts football is brought to you by Meijer, official supercenter of the Indianapolis Colts and proud sponsor of hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. Final 2 minutes of the first half. To Jacksonville we go.
Colts have the ball following a takeaway by the defense, a strip by Grover Stewart, and a recovery by Jermaine Pratt. And the Colts now have it 2nd down and 2 at the 45-yard line of Jacksonville at the 2-minute warning. The Colts have all 3 of their timeouts, as do the Jaguars, but the Jags lead on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard over the Colts 21-10. Alongside Joe Wrights in the radio booth, I'm Matt Taylor, Larry Overton downstairs. The Colts regroup here, and they're at the line of scrimmage, moving right to left. Colts in the white, Jaguars on defense in the teal. Colts are down by 11 points. And we'll hear from Larry Overton coming up after this play. The Colts have 2 tight ends left. Mo Ellie Cox and Drew Ogletree. The Colts run it that way with Jonathan Taylor outside the numbers left, turns the corner, has a first down, and he lopes inside the 45 down around the 43-yard line. And the play is being... The sticks have not moved yet, but I thought he definitely got a first down. That's a bad spot from my vantage point.
I would agree. It looks like they're going to spot him about a foot short, though. Bring up third and very short.
It's a bad spot. I thought Jonathan Taylor cleared that first down by about a yard out of bounds on the left sideline, but they spot him about a foot short. So third down and less than a yard here for the Colts. Riley Leonard goes out of the gun. Amir Abdullah is the running back left. Now Tyler Warren in the backfield right of Riley Leonard. Leonard has the ball in the left hash. Backs the throw on third and short. Fires. It's batted away, incomplete. Tipped away by Foye Oluwakin, sinking in coverage. He got his hands on it. And so the Colts, instead of running the ball on third and short, now face 4th and 1 after a tip pass by the linebacker.
Well, you get in that shotgun formation. You're kind of insinuating to Jacksonville you may run the ball. You try to hit a big one down the field, knowing you're going to go for it on fourth down. But now, Matt, this 4th and a foot, huge situation right here.
Jonathan Taylor back in. He's the running back right of Leonard. Ball on the left hash. Alec Pierce splits out wide left. Two receivers go to the right side, including Tyler Warren. Leonard out of the gun. Shotgun snap. Gives it to Taylor. Hit. Driven back. I don't think he got it. Nope, he did not. He was hit immediately in the hole, and the Jaguars are celebrating a 4th down stop. Oluwakin and Devin Lloyd combine on the tackle, and the Colts are turned away. They had 2 opportunities to get a foot, and they come up short on both opportunities, and it's a turnover on downs by the Colts on offense.
Yeah, a little zone read play right there. He decides to give the ball to Taylor. Too much penetration by the Jacksonville defense, and Matt, that's a backbreaker. You had the ball in their territory, 2nd and 2. 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, no dice. And now Jacksonville's got the ball back with a minute 45, and they got the chance to put points on the board before halftime.
And they got 3 timeouts, and they're on the move near midfield. Back in the throw on first down is Trevor Lawrence, and he is hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. And he's trying to check it down to Jacoby Myers, but he was hit as he threw the ball in the offensive backfield. 2nd and 10. Here's an update again from the Colts sideline with Lara Overton.
Braden Smith headed into the locker room early before halftime, right around the 2-minute warning after being evaluated in the medical tent. He has been ruled out pursuant to the league's concussion protocol. I've been watching Jalen Travis position himself right next to Matt Gonsalves and make quick study for this offensive line.
Yeah, Travis, the rookie out of Iowa State, now playing right tackle for the Colts for the remainder of the game. Minute 41 to go until halftime. 2nd and 10, and we have another flag on the field. This time false start to the Jaguars.
Yep, Colts showing blitz right there.
False start. Offense number 17. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Jackson a little bit nervous. That backs him up. We'll take any penalty we can get right there. But, Matt, Jalen Travis in at right tackle, rookie out of Iowa State, Riley Leonard now in there. So 2 Colts rookies that are thrust into duty and are going to have to kind of get some baptism by fire here if the Colts offense wants to continue to give us a chance to win this football game.
Penalties on Tim Packer. The Colts are showing pressure over the middle, but it's dropped by Jacoby Myers, and he had a pass over the middle that he just flat out dropped at the 45-yard line of the Colts. That was a great read and a great pass by Trevor Lawrence, but Myers, who's normally way more sure-handed than that, just dropped the pass, and he had to extend up to bring it in, but it's a drop. 3rd down and 15. The line of scrimmage is the 40-yard line of the Jaguars with a minute 37 to go until halftime. Jacksonville has the lead 21-10 over the Colts. The Colts today have 3 turnovers. 1 a turnover on downs and 2 traditional turnovers. A fumble lost and an interception. Back in the throw is Trevor Lawrence. Plants, shuffles, throws down the left sideline. He's got a man. It's a catch for a first down. And that's Patrick, who just got lost in the defense. Tim Patrick, the veteran out of Utah, makes a big catch on the Colts in the secondary. Close to the 20-yard line go the Jaguars, and they're knocking on the door looking for more points here at the end of the half.
Yeah, he's on the outside right there. He just runs a little double move. Jalen Jones slips right there on his recovery. Big throw and catch down the sideline, and that's a backbreaker. You had him at 3rd and 15. Now Jacksonville 1st and 10 inside the 25 with plenty of time and timeouts. they're going to try to add to this lead before the half.
And that's a gain of 37 yards down to the 23-yard line. Trevor Lawrence backs the pass again on first down. Checks it down over the middle, and the receiver makes the catch and then slices down to the 16-yard line. This time it's the tight end, Britton Strange, upended by the Colts. Gain of 7 to the 16 as we approach a minute to go. Tim Patrick with a huge catch moments ago. Ninth-year man out of Utah just got behind the Colts secondary. Out of the gun goes Lawrence. Ball in the left hash. Backs to throw again. Looking right. Scans. This time directs it over the middle. Incomplete. Broken up by the Colts around the 10-yard line. Strange was the intended receiver, but the ball was batted out of there. A combination of the defensive play by Jermaine Pratt and Nick Cross. They combined on the pass defense.
Yeah, Cross was in there initially in the coverage. Pratt comes with a big hit from the backside to jar that ball loose, and that's really big. Brings up third down here and 4. And Matt, if you can hold them and force them to a field goal, the Colts going down to half, down 14 versus down 18 in 3 scores. That's a big difference, especially with getting the ball, and especially with Daniel Jones out for the game and Riley Leonard, your rookie quarterback, in there.
Lawrence out of the gun. Etienne is the back right. Patrick in motion. Jacoby Myers is split out wide right. There's some confusion lining up for Jacksonville, and they have to take a timeout.
Charge timeout. Jacksonville. This will be a 30-second timeout.
So that'll stop the clock with 1:02 remaining in this first half of play. Quick timeout here. Another update on scores. Pittsburgh leads Baltimore 17-3. That's a huge game inside the AFC North. Cincinnati all over Buffalo 21-11. Cleveland is beating Tennessee now 17-14. That game in Cleveland. And Minnesota is beating Washington 14-0 in the early stages of the third quarter in Minnesota. Those are scores around the NFL, brought to you by Kittle's Furniture, Indiana's home team since 1932. Casey Valier has a more comprehensive look at scores coming up at halftime. 62 seconds to go in the first half here. Third down and 3 for Jacksonville at the Colts 16-yard line. Lawrence goes out of the gun, ball in the left hash. Etienne in motion down to the right side. Design run for the quarterback. It's Lawrence. Lawrence has a first down. Backpedals his way forward inside the 15. Grover Stewart makes the tackle around the 13-yard line. And it's going to be awfully close. We're going to go ahead and say a first down, though.
Timeout, Indianapolis. This will be a 30-second timeout. Please set the game clock to 55 seconds, please. 5-5. Thank you.
We talked about that pregame, Matt. Trevor Lawrence averages about 5 runs per game. They're in trips right. They motion Etienne out of the backfield, so it's an empty set. It was a design quarterback run all the way, and Lawrence puts his shoulder down and just picks up enough for the first down.
Yeah, he galloped down to the 13-yard line on that design run by the quarterback. Trevor Lawrence is having a very nice game again against the Colts. 9 out of 16 for 151 yards and a touchdown. He's over 100 passer rating. His first game this year over 100 passer rating came last week against the Titans. First and 10 to the 13-yard line. Ball between the hash marks for Lawrence, who goes out of the gun. Etienne the back left. 2-by-2 formation. Shotgun snap for Lawrence. 5-step drop. Plants. Looks. Fires. Left side caught at the number short of the 10-yard line. And the Colts converge on the receiver and call another timeout. Tim Patrick on the catch.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
Patrick with a catch.
Please set the game clock to 5-0. 50 seconds, please. 5-0. Thank you.
Gain of a yard to around the 12.5-yard line. Moments ago, Tim Patrick with a 37-yard reception, his longest of the season. That set up the Jaguars in terms of where they're at right now in good field position on the Colts. But, Joe, now you got to get a stop. 2nd and 10, 50 seconds to go. The Colts have one timeout here at the late stages of the second quarter.
Yeah, so Shane Steichen calling back-to-back quick timeouts there, trying to preserve some clock if the Colts do get the football back. Will be interesting now, Matt, with only one timeout left for the Colts. Does Jacksonville go to the ground here and make the Colts use that last one?
Lawrence out of the gun, ball in the left hash. Etienne the back. 3 receivers go to the right side for Jacksonville. Lawrence looking over a 5-man front for the Colts. Takes the snap. Here comes the rush by Indianapolis. Lawrence moving upfield, moving to his right, marches inside the 10, dives up to the 5 and gets to the 4-yard line and picks up 9. Jermaine Pratt makes a touchdown-saving tackle. Not enough for a first down on a quarterback scramble by Trevor Lawrence. He's going to come up a yard short to the 4-yard line. 3rd down and 1 coming up there. We have another timeout, this time taken by Jacksonville.
Second charge timeout, Jacksonville. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Joe, it's so frustrating. The Colts had him in the well.
31 seconds on the game clock, please. 3-1.
And Lawrence just kept climbing up back into the pocket and found a little crease and ran upfield for a significant gain of 9.
Yeah, the walls were closing in right there. He pump fakes from the pocket, tried to stop the Colts for a minute. He escaped up to his right, and he was able to get 8 right there. Again, Matt, you got 3rd and 1 right now for Jacksonville. The ball's on the 4-yard line, 30 seconds, so they got plenty of time with the timeout. You're the Colts. You've got to find a way to hold into a field goal here. You do not want them to get in the end zone.
3rd and short, ball on the right hash. Jumbo formation right side. Lawrence under center. Jacoby Myers in motion. They give it to him on a jet sweep going right. Cuts at the 5, inside the 4, and I think he's got a first down around the 3-yard line on a jet sweep. So now it's going to be 1st and goal coming up for Jacksonville.
3rd and final charge timeout, Jacksonville. This will be a 30-second timeout.
So the Jags take a timeout. That'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go before we break for halftime. It's Jacksonville 21, Colts 10. Now the Colts are going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter, but there's a world of difference psychologically if you come out of the halftime down by 14 as compared to giving up a touchdown here and being down 28-10.
No question. 2 scores versus 3 scores. So now, Matt, 24 seconds left. Jacksonville used their last timeout. So they can run the ball here, but if you run the ball, you're going to have to get everybody back quick. So expect him to throw the ball, but with Lawrence, Matt, I expect him to scramble. He rolls out, move the pocket, maybe has a chance to run or pass, but you're thinking pass right now if you're the Colts.
Lawrence out of the gun, ball on the right hash. Jacksonville moving left to right. They're close to the goal line. 1st and goal at the 3. Lawrence looks to pass, throws left side into the end zone and overshoots his receiver. That's Jacoby Myers in coverage for the Colts with Charvarius Ward. So now it is going to stop the clock with 20 seconds, and now it's going to bring up 2nd down and goal at the 3-yard line.
And expect them, Matt, to get the ball out quick because you can't take a sack here. You take a sack, you don't have enough time to get back on the ball and spike it and then run your field goal team in. So the Jacksonville, 20 seconds left, they got 2 more cracks at the end zone. Going to be quick routes, crossers across the field, look for Thomas, maybe some sort of fade in the end zone. Let's hold up here, Colts D.
Jacksonville looking to go 3 for 3 in the first half in the red zone. Lawrence looking over the defense, and we got movement, and I think false start on Jacksonville.
False start. Offense number 65. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
That's on the right guard, Patrick McCary, in his 7th year out of California. He missed last week's game with a concussion. That's the 10th time this year he's been flagged. Colts get a break there. 5 yards in this part of the field is huge. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
And there was a dead ball leading up to it, so with the false start, there's no 10-second runoff, still 20 seconds on the game clock.
Lawrence out of the gun. Tim Patrick, the receiver, left in motion. Shotgun snap from Lawrence, bootlegs to his right. Now throws back in the end zone, incomplete. Threw across his body into the end zone for Patrick, and Kenny Moore in coverage for the Colts to disrupt the pass. And now it is 3rd and goal from the 8 with 15 seconds to go in quarter 2.
Let's go one more time, Colts D. They sprinted Lawrence all the way out right, Matt. He was going back all the time to Patrick, who was sold up on Kenny Moore on the left side coming across the field. Really good job by 23 to break that pass up. And now you got 3rd and 8. Lawrence can't take a sack. They're not running the ball. Keep everything in front of you and knock the ball down in the end zone.
The rookie LaQuint Allen is the running back right of Lawrence out of the gun. Ball on the right hash. 3 receivers stacked to the left side. Shotgun snap for the quarterback. Here comes the rush by the Colts. Lawrence gets out of the pocket, moving left. Throws upfield into the end zone. There's a flag on the play. For the time being, it's a catch into the end zone for a touchdown for Jacksonville. But there's a lot to hash out here as the catch is made to the end zone by Brenton Strange.
And Matt, the Colts almost had him there right there in the pocket. Lawrence was able to escape out.
Illegal contact, defense number 40. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, touchdown.
So the touchdown will be upheld. Penalty on the Colts. That's on Jalen Jones, and the touchdown will count. And the Colts have now given up 21 points today off of turnovers. And taking a look at the replay, the pass was actually caught on one knee by Tim Patrick, not Britton Strange. It was tough to see as the play happened furthest away from us in the left corner of the end zone, but nevertheless, it is a touchdown for the Jaguars at the end of the half, and Tim Patrick has his third touchdown this season, 18th of his career, and he's having a nice game against the Colts. He's kind of a peripheral player in terms of their skill arsenal coming into the game, but today he's got 3 catches for 46 yards and a touchdown, a long of 37, and right at the end of the first half, the Jaguars, they cash in again, sudden change, and they have 21 points today off of Colts turnovers. They go 12 plays, 55 yards in a minute and 38 seconds of time of possession. That's their scoring drive to the end zone against the Colts defense. Brought to you by Sharp Business Systems, the official document solutions provider of the Colts. So now it's Jacksonville 28, Colts 10 on the Rupp Mortgage scoreboard with just 7 seconds to go in the first half, in a half that has been just plagued with negativity for the most part for the Colts.
Yeah, you think about that sequence of events. The Colts got the ball 2nd and 2 inside the 50, down 21-10. You turn it over on downs, and Jacksonville drives down and gets the touchdown right before half.
And the Colts return a Cam Little kickoff to the 30-yard line with Anthony Gould, and he's going to be stopped there. That'll take us down to just 2 seconds to go in the first half. Now remember, the Colts have the ball first to start the third quarter, but the Colts today have, I'm calling it 2 traditional turnovers, right? A lost fumble, an interception, plus a turnover on downs, and every time they've given the ball back to the Jaguars, they've gone down the field and scored touchdowns.
And unfortunately, both of our turnovers happened on the short side of the field where Jacksonville only had 20, 30 yards to go to get in the end zone.
So we have finally reached the end of the first half. A disastrous 30 minutes for the Indianapolis Colts to start this game as they trail on the Rupp Mortgage scoreboard to the Jacksonville Jaguars 28-10. And the Colts will have the ball first to start the third quarter. And another big component of this game is the Colts are down their starting quarterback. Daniel Jones is out the remainder of the game with an Achilles injury. Halftime is brought to you by Snickers. Satisfy your halftime hunger with Snickers and visit snickers.com/halftime for halftime hacks all season long. Colts football is also brought to you by Huntington Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Indianapolis Colts. So come get your debit card with the Indianapolis Colts logo on it. Get started now at huntington.com. At the break, it's the Jaguars 28, Colts 10. Our halftime report with Casey Valier back in Indianapolis is coming up next. Stay with us. You're listening to Colts football on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
At Ruoff Mortgage, we're here to help you through all stages of the home buying or refinancing process with loan options that work best for you. We are your local lenders, and with a 98.4% customer satisfaction rating, helping home ownership dreams come true is what we do. Get started and learn more at ruoff.com. That's ruoff.com. Ruoff Mortgage, official mortgage partner of the Indianapolis Colts.
Did you know the Hoosier Lottery is the only lottery named after its people? That means you.
Me?
Yep. And you.
Me?
Yes. And all of you.
Us?
That's right. And we believe all of you could enjoy some play in your day. Even better, when you play Hoosier Lottery games, you support Indiana. Since 1989, you've given back more than $7 billion to good causes across our state.
All right.
When you think of it like that, there's so much to play for. Hoosier Lottery, champions of play. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Corson Fire and Security is proud to be the official security provider and fire protection experts of the Indianapolis Colts. Since 1946, we've understood that we're not just protecting buildings, we're protecting the dreams that built them and the lives unfolding inside them. From our knowledgeable salespeople to our highly trained technicians, we're committed to providing the very best fire protection and security solutions to businesses throughout Indiana. Learn more at Corson.com.
Is college still worth it? This one is. Ivy Tech is your path towards a high-paying, high-demand job in Indiana. In fact, Ivy Tech students earn $10,000 more on average with a 2-year degree. You can Find the program meant to advance you in your career quickly and affordably by visiting our website at ivytech.edu/Indy. Enroll today.
Hey Colts fans, did you know that you have the power to save lives and provide hope to those in need? By saying yes to organ donation, your decision gives hope to the thousands waiting for a life-saving transplant, a second chance, a fresh start, a win they never saw coming. Just one organ donor can save up to 8 lives. You have the power to make a difference. Join Colts Nation and visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to learn more or say yes to organ donation next time you're at the BMV.
Hey, football fans, heated at the half? Time for a Snickers. Tackle halftime hunger with that satisfying Snickers combo of nougat, caramel, and milk chocolate to ready up for the rest of the game. Plus, enjoy opportunities to make this NFL season even sweeter. Snickers is giving fans like you a chance to win weekly prizes, including a Super Bowl 60 experience. Visit Snickers.com/halftime to enter and view official rules. Pick up Snickers at a Meijer near you.
Staff collaboration gives your team a competitive edge. The Colts use sharp interactive displays to help create, collaborate, and educate staff and players. These powerful tools connect to computers, tablets, smartphones, and multifunction devices to help drive results for presenters, coaches, and even the Colts GM on draft day. Leadership is driven through clear communication. How can Sharp Business Systems support your mission? Help communicate your message. Call us today at 317-844-0033 or go to sbsindiana.com.
This is Latu Latu, and this is your home for Colts football. 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Welcome to the Colts Halftime Report, presented by Carrier, for the world we share. Now here's your host, Casey Valier.
At halftime on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard in Jacksonville, the Jags lead 28-10. Looking at halftime numbers, the Colts 160 total yards, 106 through the air, 54 on the ground for the Jags, 235 total yards, 160 through the air, 75 on the ground. Travis Etienne does have 2 rushing touchdowns for the Jags. For the Colts, a leading rusher, 15 carries for 45 yards and a touchdown with Jonathan Taylor, and Alec Pierce leading them with receptions with 3 for 55. Daniel Jones will not return with that Achilles injury. We'll continue to keep you updated throughout the game on that one when we know anything more. Looking at scores around the league, brought to you by Kittle's Furniture, Indiana's home team since 1932. Some games we're keeping a close eye on here. The Steelers and Ravens at the half. The Steelers leading the Ravens on the road 17-9. The winner of that game will take over first place in the AFC North. Bengals right now leading the Bills 21-18. The third quarter just started there in Buffalo. And the Seahawks leading the Falcons 13-6 in the third quarter. The Colts will travel to Seattle next week to take on the Seahawks. And that'll do it for scores. Brought to you by Kittle's Furniture, Indiana's home team since 1932. At the half, the Jags lead the Colts 28-10. We'll get the second half solutions with Bill Brooks when we return right here on the Carrier Halftime Show on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Colts fans, it's time to gear up for the season. The Colts Pro Shop has everything you need, from game day essentials to fan cave collectibles. With the largest selection of Colts gear, the Colts Pro Shop features jerseys, sideline gear, hats, tailgating accessories, and much more. Check out the latest gear today by visiting the Colts Pro Shop at Lucas Oil Stadium, located in the northeast corner of the stadium, or shop online at shop.colts.com. The Colts Pro Shop, a fanatics experience.
Dryron Reinbold offers BMW, Infiniti, and Mini at I-465 in Keystone. On US 31 South in Greenwood, we have BMW, Infiniti, Subaru, and Volkswagen. We've been serving Central Indiana since 1968, earning your continued business and growing within the communities we support. Visit DryerReinbold.com to shop our great selection of new, off-lease, and quality pre-owned vehicles, all makes and models. Dryer and Reinbold for over 55 years. Gas, hybrid, electric.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance, so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. Your home for Indy sports. Now with even more ways to listen.
Listen on air.
Online at 1075thefan.com.
And on our free app.
Stay connected to all things Indy sports, including the latest news, show blogs, and catch up on what you've missed with our podcast.
We're never more than just a click away.
Download our app at Google Play and on the App Store. From your home for Indy sports.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
This is Jeff Rickard. We talk all things Colts every weekday morning, 7 o'clock on the Fan Morning Show.
Welcome back to the Colts Halftime Report, presented by Carrier, for the world we share. Now here's your host, Casey Valier.
And we're back here on the Colts Halftime Show. Jaguars lead 28-10. Second half solutions right now presented by Corson Fire and Security. Choose the right solution for your business. Choose Corson Fire and Security, the official security provider and fire protection expert of the Indianapolis Colts. And to do so, we bring in Ring of Honor wide receiver Bill Brooks. Bill, we know Daniel Jones will not return with that Achilles injury. So how important is it for this team to regroup here and take it one drive at a time in the second half, knowing their starting quarterback won't be back the rest of the day?
Yeah, it's tough right now as the game you've seen in the first half has not gone the Colts' way at all. But as a professional, you have to go out there and do your job. Just go out there and play, not just one drive at a time, but one play at a time. And hopefully you go out there and you be successful. You have to be professionals. You have to go out there and just play hard. Hopefully regroup and be ready to play, because you never know what might happen out there on the field.
We'll see what happens in the second half. Second half action is up next. This has been the Carrier Halftime Show for the world we share. Second half action is up next. The Jags lead 28-10. The Colts will receive the opening kickoff. This is Colts football on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Join the gridiron action in Indianapolis with Caesars Sportsbook. Download the app to bet the Colts game or all the game day excitement across the league. Plus, every bet earns with Caesars Rewards, so you can score big at more than 50 destinations. Must be 21. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Caesars Sportsbook is a proud sports betting partner of the Indianapolis Colts.
Every great football play starts with a plan. Ladies, it's time we do the same for our health, starting with mammograms. At Ascension St. Vincent, we're calling on you to huddle up with your circle, your mom, your sister, your best friend, even yourself, and make that mammogram appointment. Mammograms save lives. Don't wait. Schedule today at one of our convenient locations at ascension.org/ST Vincent Mammogram.
Sounds like it's time to call Hayes & Sons. Fire, floods, mold, and other disruptive events can wreak havoc on your home or business. That's when the Hayes & Sons team goes into action. We've got your back. From assessing the damage and taking immediate steps to secure your home, to working with your insurance to ease the pain, and from restoring contents to repairing and rebuilding, so your home feels just like it did before it was hit by the storm. When disaster strikes, call Hayes & Sons. We do restoration right.
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, we've spent 80-plus years in the business of fun. Expert fishing fun. Early morning hunting fun. Late night, need new cleats before tomorrow morning's game fun. Relaxing fun. Mouth-watering fun. So whatever fun adventure you're gearing up for, you'll find it for less at Academy Sports and Outdoors and at academy.com.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now.
Allegiant, the official airline of the Indianapolis Colts. Nonstop flights from Indianapolis to Jacksonville, Florida. One way for as low as $53. Must be purchased by 12/13/2025 for travel between 11/20/2025 and 5/18/2026. Seats and dates are limited. Restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Colts tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spending time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Colts.
Hey,
Hey, Colts fans, did you know that you have the power to save lives and provide hope to those in need? By saying yes to organ donation, your decision gives hope to the thousands waiting for a life-saving transplant, a second chance, a fresh start, a win they never saw coming. Just one organ donor can save up to 8 lives. You have the power to make a difference. Join Colts Nation and visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to learn more or say yes to organ donation next time you're at the BMV.
Hey, this is JMV. Join me weekday afternoons at 3 on 107.5 and 93.5 FM, The Fan.
Well, the Indianapolis Colts have their work cut out for them as we start the second half here at Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Alongside Joe Wrightside, Matt Taylor. At the half, it's the Jaguars 28, Colts 10. The good news is the Colts will start first on offense to begin the third quarter. Jacksonville got a late touchdown at the end of the second quarter to go up by 18 points, their largest margin today. Colts have a pair of return men back deep to receive, including Tyler Goodson and Amir Abdullah. Anthony Gould, I would think, has been dealing with injury in this game, and the kickoff is kind of bobbled and fumbled by Amir Abdullah at the goal line, but he picks it up. He took a fortuitous bounce to him, and he picked it up off the bounce, and he's going to scream across the 25, and he brought down outside the numbers left around the 27-yard line, and that's where the Colts offense will start first and 10. And for some first-half thoughts from head coach Shane Steichen, we go down to the field and welcome in Lara Overton.
When he was asked about quarterback Riley Leonard stepping in, he said, we need more movement in the pocket at that position. When he was asked about losing Daniel Jones in the first half and the response from his team, he said, just got to fight. Speaking of Daniel Jones, he just walked out of the Colts locker room. He does have a boot on that right foot. He has, though, rejoined his team on the Colts sideline. I will have an update on Anthony Gould for you here shortly, Matt, as well.
Riley Leonard hands off to Jonathan Taylor. Off tackle run right across the 30-yard line. He's going to hammer up to around the 32 and pick up a healthy 7 yards on first down for the Colts. So, Joe, if those that are just with us, kind of a rocky first half, to put it lightly, for the Colts. The Colts offense had 3 turnovers, and they lost their starting quarterback in Daniel Jones. But what have you made of Riley Leonard so far?
I think he's done well, Matt. He's commanding the offense. He's handling everything. No missed snaps. He's got a couple nice plays moving around in there. One thing for Leonard, keep your eyes down the field, but don't be afraid to use your legs, especially on 3rd and 4th down, as athletic as Leonard is, as the Colts here run for another first down. But Matt, to set the scene for this game, obviously in the macro, there's thoughts about Daniel Jones and what that means to your season, but this team right now on here is trying to win a game these next 30 minutes, and to me the message is you gave up 28 points at half. The defense message has got to be, we're not letting them score the second half. And then offense, it's about sustaining drives. It's about getting first down and thinking, every time we have the ball to get points, there's no magic 18-point play. You just got to consistently execute to fight back into this game.
That last run by Jonathan Taylor produced a first down. So first and 10 Colts. Deep drop by Riley Leonard on play action. Shuffles in the pocket, drives it downfield. That's a catch for a first down. And circling out of a tackle and moving left is Michael Pittman Jr. And he's going to sprint it down to the Jaguar 38-yard line. What a pass, and good run after the catch by Michael Pittman Jr. into plus territory. First down, go the Colts.
Yeah, really good job by the Colts. 2 hard runs with Taylor, then you run the play action right there. Good protection. Jalen Travis battling, and Pittman runs a really nice route across the middle of the field. Matt, that's what you got to do. Run the ball, play action. Colts you're inside the 40. You get down here and you get into Jacksonville territory, we're going to have to get 7 points and 7 points to get ourselves back in this game.
That's a gain of 24 yards for the Colts over the middle to Pittman. First and 10 in the plus territory at the 38-yard line at Jacksonville. The Colts will keep it on the ground again to Taylor. Runs into the teeth of that defense, and he's being held up there. They finally blow the play dead with Taylor not down on the ground, but forward progress stopped at the 36 as Devin Lloyd came up and made the tackle. By the way, anecdotally, the Colts gave up 28 points in that first half, and 21 of the 28 points came off of turnovers by the Colts. But the last time the Colts surrendered 28 points or more in a first half, you have to go back to 2020 and a 45-26 home loss to Tennessee. But the Colts are down by 18 points. First drive of the third quarter. Colts on the move right to left. Riley Leonard dips under center, ball between the hash marks. Jonathan Taylor, the lone back. Play action, deep drop again for Leonard. Great protection. Hangs in there, throws downfield, and throws it over the head of Alec Pierce, but a penalty.
Yeah, it looked like Pierce got held right there. He's celebrating going back there. And again, the reason that there was an incompletion right there is that defensive holding right there against Alec Pierce.
That's going to be the second time today that Alec Pierce has induced pass interference.
Defense number 30. Ball he places, spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
So the penalty is going to be on Monteric Brown. And totality-wise for Alec Pierce, Joe, since 2023, Pierce has now drawn 11 pass interference penalties. Spotted the foul, as you heard from our officials. That's going to bring the Colts deeper into Jaguar territory and put the ball down at the 20-yard line at Jacksonville. 1st and 10 from there.
Yeah, that pass interference is huge. I wasn't sure if it was before or after the ball was thrown. Obviously, that pass interference versus illegal contact gives the Colts some extra yards and knocking on the door of the red zone.
Leonard throws to the right flat and faked a handoff to Jonathan Taylor. Quick hook up to Tyler Warren outside the numbers right around the 19-yard line. He's immediately chopped down on the outside, and coming up and making a good tackle there was Antonio Johnson, the safety. Gain of only 2 to Tyler Warren to around the 18-yard line of Jacksonville.
Yeah, again, you're 2nd and 8. You're in the red zone. The field gets tighter right here. This is where Matt Leonard can be dangerous with his legs, running the football as athletic as he is.
Riley Leonard, 43 career starts in college between Duke and Notre Dame. Backs the throw here. 3-step drop. Connects over there on the right flat. That's a catch. Short pick up there to Josh Downs. Again, it's Antonio Johnson on the tackle. And they're going to stop Downs short of the 15-yard line to the 16. Gain of just a couple there to bring up 3rd down and 6 as we approach 11 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. First drive of the second half for the Colts. They trail by 18 points, needing points here desperately.
You're seeing on this drive right here on 1st and 2nd down play action, he's pushing the ball down the field when it's just a straight drop back, more short intermediate routes right here. But obviously a huge 3rd down on 3rd and 6. Jacksonville's got 7 men up on the line of scrimmage, Matt. They're showing pressure.
Colts are 4 out of 7 today on 3rd down. Low snap for Leonard. Digs it out. Throws right side into the end zone. Back shoulder catch made. Touchdown. Michael Pittman Jr. There's a flag at the goal line. And then Pittman makes the catch, and he actually runs into a support staff member on the sideline. And so there's a lot to hash out here.
It looks like, though, they may call offensive pass interference on Pittman working on that one-on-one route.
Pass interference. Offense number 11. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. 3rd down.
So they called offensive pass interference on Michael Pittman Jr. It was a great back shoulder throw at the goal line, and Pittman's momentum took him out of bounds, and he actually undercut a security guard who was not ready to take a hit because his back was to the play. Hopefully that person's okay. Meantime, the Colts regroup here, and they get ready for 3rd and 16 and move the ball back to the 26-yard line of Jacksonville.
Those are always tough calls, Matt. There's a lot of hand fighting on both sides, but they get Pittman, erases the touchdown. Killer for the Colts.
Leonard, 5-step drop, has protection, wings it over the middle. That's a catch by Michael Pittman Jr. Short of a first down, though, to the 18-yard line of Jacksonville. Gain of 8. Now it's 4th and a long 7 coming up for the Colts. So the drive stalls out because of the pass interference penalty at the goal line on Pittman, and the Colts will send on the field goal team trying to salvage the drive and get 3.
Yeah, that's tough. You had that drive down there. You thought you had the touchdown again. Not totally sure if that was offensive PI or not. But they called it, and that forces the Colts to have to kick for 3 here instead of 7.
36-yard field goal by Blake Grupe. Kick is up, and he drives it right down the middle, and it's good. So he's 2 for 2 on short field goals, and the Colts have 3 more on the board, and they kind of chip into that lead of Jacksonville. Now it's 28-13 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard with 9:57 to go in the 3rd quarter. That was the first drive of the second half. We'll tell you about the scoring drive for the Colts, but Jacksonville has the ball for the first time in the 3rd quarter. 9:57 to go in the 3rd. We're back in just a moment on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Colts fans, with FanDuel, you can bet in real time while the game unfolds. And if you're a new customer, bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. FanDuel, a proud sportsbook partner of the Indianapolis Colts. 21 plus and present in Indiana. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com.
Gas prices are out of control, which means you need to make the most of every drop of fuel. That's why you need Lucas Fuel Treatment. It cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system to maximize power and efficiency. Use it every time you fill up for optimum results. Lucas Oil is the official oil of the Indianapolis Colts and is used throughout Lucas Oil Stadium. To learn more, visit lucasoil.com. Lucas Oil. It works.
At Ruoff Mortgage, we're here to help you through all stages of the home buying or refinancing process with loan options that work best for you. We are your local lenders, and with a 98.4% customer satisfaction rating, helping home ownership dreams come true is what we do. Get started and learn more at ruoff.com. That's ruoff.com. Ruoff Mortgage, official mortgage partner of the Indianapolis Colts.
Your home for Colts football is 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Welcome back to Jacksonville, Florida, Everbank Stadium. The Colts are looking to break a 9-game losing skid in games played here in Jacksonville against the Jaguars. The Colts, on the first possession of the third quarter, go 8 plays, 56 yards, just over 5 minutes of time of possession. Looked like they had a touchdown, but an offensive pass interference wiped out the score. The Colts had to settle for a 36-yard field goal by Blake Grupe. So the Colts trail 28-13 with 9:57 to go in the third quarter. Now, if you want to play complimentary football and get back into the game, now it's up to the Colts defense.
No question. We got to get a 3-and-out. Jacksonville punts twice in the first half. Only one of those 3-and-out. But you're the Colts right here. You got to stand up on defense. Get the ball back to your own. They got a little bit of momentum now.
This is Bashal Tootin, and he does not go up the field very long as the Colts come up and whack him down short of the 25-yard line. A short return there by Tootin, the rookie out of Virginia Tech. And he didn't have much field to operate with there as the Colts covered that kick very efficiently. Tootin goes down at the 22-yard line. That's where the Jaguars will start 1st and 10 on their first drive of the third quarter. As they huddle, let's quickly pause 10 seconds for Station ID on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
From the DriveHubler.com studios, this is 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
WIBC HD2, HD3, Indianapolis.
Lawrence operates under center, drops a throw on play action, plants, zips it upfield, broken up short of the 40-yard line. No flag on the play as Brian Thomas Jr., the intended receiver, and the Colts with a great pass breakup there in the secondary.
Yeah, Trevarius Ward right there, man. It's been 7-on-7 all game. You know, Thomas got him early, but Ward stepped up the last couple times he's been called to duty. Really good job punching the ball out, and that's what you want to see for the Colts. Limit them on first down, whether it's run or pass. Force them into second long, third and long. Let's get a 3-and-out right here, Matt. Get our offensive football back.
Ward with a pass breakup. He's got the 7th most passes defensed since 2023. 2nd and 10, the 22-yard line, inside give to Etienne, and he is sandwiched and brought down. Quiddy Pay and Zaire Franklin combined on the stop. They also had help from the side from Adetomowa Adebare. No gain in the play. Etienne back to the line of scrimmage to the 22-yard line of their own territory. 3rd down and 10 with 9.5 to go in the third quarter, and the Colts desperately need to get off the field here quickly.
Really good job right there by Zaire Franklin. He recognized that play right away, Matt. He was right there to meet him in the backfield, and again, 3rd and 10 right now. Get off the field. Get your team the ball back. Continue to build this positive momentum the Colts got going here in the second half.
LaQuint Allen, the back right of Lawrence, who goes out of the gun. Backs the throw. The Colts are bringing pressure. Allen throws upfield. It's incomplete, and no flags at the 35-yard line, and the crowd is booing in disgust. But the Colts get off the field with a quick 3-and-out as they try to throw it upfield to Brenton Strange as the Colts brought pressure. Allen had to throw quicker than he wanted to, and great defense there by Cam Bynum. Did so without bringing out a flag. It's 4th and 10. It stops the clock with 9:02 to go third quarter.
Yeah, the Colts bring blitz right there, Matt. So Bynum's one-on-one with Strange. He did a really good job. That was not pass interference. Every time there's a pass, Matt, the fans are booing right here.
That's right.
If anybody's got something to boo, it's the Colts for that offensive pass interference against Pittman. Shane Steichen, Matt, was livid, continuing to talk to the referees, and I think he was justified in that anger.
Logan Cook to punt. Good news, Anthony Gould back into the game. Signals for a fair catch and makes it at the 30-yard line. So the Colts have the ball and some life. It's the Jaguars 28, Colts 13. 8:55 to go in the third quarter, and the Colts have the ball first and 10 around the 30-yard line of their own territory when we come back in the third quarter in Florida on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
A winning team works together for a shared goal. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is teaming up with the Colts to shine a light on outstanding small businesses. Indy is our hometown, and boosting local businesses is just one way we want to thank this great city. Go to Colts.com/Anthem Spotlight to nominate your favorite small business today. Anthem and the Colts, helping Hoosier small businesses score points. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc.
Dryron Reinbold offers BMW, Infiniti, and Mini at I-465 in Keystone. On US 31 South in Greenwood, we have BMW, Infiniti, Subaru, and Volkswagen. We've been serving Central Indiana since 1968, earning your continued business and growing within the communities we support. Visit DryerReinbold.com to shop our great selection of new, off-lease, and quality pre-owned vehicles, all makes and models. Dryer and Reinbold for over 55 years. Gas, hybrid, electric.
Colts fans, it's time to gear up for the season. The Colts Pro Shop has everything you need from game day essentials to fan cave collectibles. With the largest selection of Colts gear, the Colts Pro Shop features jerseys, sideline gear, hats, tailgating accessories, and much more. Check out the latest gear today by visiting the Colts Pro Shop at Lucas Oil Stadium, located in the northeast corner of the stadium, or shop online at shop.colts.com. The Colts Pro Shop, a fanatics experience.
If your car is less than 10 years old, there's likely something hidden in your radio. Another way for you to listen to The Fan. Go to 93.1 and look for the HD radio button. Press it and you'll hear The Fan everywhere. There's a lot of sexy content on the internet. And there's The Fan, full of faces meant for radio. The Fan Morning Show, Jay Query and JMV, now streaming every day on YouTube. Go to youtube.com and look for 107.5 The Fan.
We'll discuss this game and all things Colts weekdays at noon on Query and Company, 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Welcome back to Colts football. The Colts on defense just generated a 3-and-out, and they forced a punt from Jacksonville. And the Colts start for the second time today on offense in the third quarter. They scored a field goal on their first possession past halftime. The Jaguars lead the Colts 28-13. 8:55 to go, third quarter on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. Colts in the move right to left, dropping the throw on play action as Riley Leonard, who's got all day to throw, loads up, fires downfield, and it's incomplete. Short of Alec Pierce. One Hops is intended receiver. In coverage was Lane, and also had help from the sinking linebacker Devin Lloyd. And they also had Eric Murray, the safety, who was just activated off of injured reserve with a neck injury. They were all in coverage there on that play. Second down and 10 to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, went hard play action on first down. Pierce was up top, kind of ran all the way across the field on those deep over routes, Matt, that he's been really solid at all year, but unfortunately incomplete. Brings up second and long for Indy.
Under center is Riley Leonard. In motion to the right side, Josh Downs. Left side give, Jonathan Taylor. He's going to be nabbed behind the line of scrimmage by Devon Hamilton back to the 29-yard line. Hamilton squeaked through his gap. Got a tackle for loss. That's his third of the season. A big play there against the Colts offense, setting them up now 3rd and 11. 8.5 minutes to go in the game. Jaguars lead 28-13. The Colts have dominated this game in time of possession. They've had the ball for about 11 plus minutes, but they're down by 2 scores.
And Jonathan Taylor, Matty, he's done the recipe. He's got 19 carries already, but unfortunately his long is 7 and too many 0 or negative runs right there. That was a good job by the Jags D-line.
3 receivers bunched right for the Colts. Ball in the left hash. Back in the throw is Riley Leonard. A penalty is on the field. Leonard floats to his right. Fires downfield. Caught by Alec Pierce on the right sideline. For the time being, he's got a first down. He's going to be chopped down in plus territory at the Jaguar 48. But a flag came out right as the ball was snapped to Leonard at the line of scrimmage. This might be on the Colts. Illegal formation.
Illegal formation. Offense number 79. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
That is on Bernard Ryman.
And so when you call illegal formation on the lineman, Matt, what does that mean? It means he's too far in the backfield. His helmet did not break, the waist of the center, and that's unfortunate because Leonard did a nice job scrambling. Pierce was open. That was going to be a huge 3rd down completion. and now you got to do it again, 3rd and 16.
3rd and long. Move the ball back to the 25-yard line. After the 5th penalty today on the Colts, down by 15 points at the line of scrimmage. Leonard takes a shotgun snap, 5-step drop, climbs up in the pocket, leaks it upfield. It's caught at the 25-yard line. Scrambling out of the tackle is Amir Abdullah, fighting his way close to the 30. He'll finally be up into the 28-yard line. And so a lot of extra effort there by Amir Abdullah, but the Colts come up well short of a first down. A gain of only 4 on a little check down to the back out of the backfield. And that'll take us down to 7 minutes to go, 4th and 12. And the Colts on their second drive of the third quarter have to punt.
And that penalty, just a backbreaker, Matt. If you're going to come back in this game, you got to play clean football. No turnovers, no penalties. You're going to have to get some on the other side, and unfortunately, that penalty forces the Colts to have to punt.
Second punt of the day for Rigoberto Sanchez. His first one, he launched at 54 yards. This one is a line drive end-over-end punt. Austin Trammell comes over to the right side and makes signals for a fair catch outside the numbers right around the 25-yard line. And that'll take us to another timeout on the field. And a stoppage with 6:46 to go in the third quarter. The Jaguars have the ball, and they have the lead over the Colts. It's 28-13. Again, 6:46 to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Jacksonville on their own 24 when we come back on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
From the biggest of the big games to the littlest of the little.
There you go. Go!
Run, James!
No, first base!
Go, go, go! Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. From some of the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street. You're helping make a difference to the people and places you call home. Learn more at Meijer.com/community.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now.
Allegiant, the official airline of the Indianapolis Colts. Non-stop flights from Indianapolis to Jacksonville, Florida. One way for as low as $53. Must be purchased by 12/13/2025 for travel between 11/20/2025 and 5/18/2026. Seats and dates are limited. Restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
Colts fans, level up game day with Vivid Seats. They've got the seats you want for the deals you deserve. Plus, they're the only ticket company that rewards you for buying. As the official fan experience partner of the Colts, we're offering exclusive VIP packages with unforgettable fan experiences for all games this season. Bundle game tickets with pregame field passes or join fellow fans at the Vivid Seats Party in Touchdown Town. Score the seats you want, all backed by 100% buyer guarantee. Download the app to order, track ticket updates, and earn rewards. Vivid Seats, the official fan experience partner of the Colts.
Hey Colts fans, score a big home win with a new Carrier home comfort system. Carrier offers a full lineup of efficient solutions for a range of heating and cooling needs and price points. Visit Carrier.com/Colts to start exploring the perfect system for your family. Carrier, proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts. Turn to the experts.
This is James Boyd, the latest on the Colts, weekday mornings at 7 on the Fan Morning Show.
6:46 to go in the third quarter here in Jacksonville. Again, we've had steady rain, and it's been overcast and just kind of a dark, dreary day, and the weather kind of sums up the day it's been for the Colts. They still trail 28-13. The Colts just had to punt after their second drive of the third quarter, just went 3 plays, -2 yards. 1st and 10, Jacksonville. They take over on their own 24-yard line. Outside zone right. Travis Etienne finds an alley across the 30, numbers right. And Grover Stewart finishes them off at the 31-yard line for a gain of 7. And it's going to bring up second down and short as we approach 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Colts on defense, the first time they were on the field in the third period, they got a quick 3 and out. That has to be the recipe the rest of the way to give themselves a chance.
It really does. And I expect Jacksonville to run the ball a little bit more, Matt, than they did in this first drive. You know, they got a 15-point lead. You know, try to shorten this game right here. They've had some success running with ETN. We'll see if Jacksonville continues to try to pound it on the ground here against the Colts.
Ball between the hash marks. Lawrence under center. In motion is Jacoby Myers. They fake play action. Roll right. Hit Myers in the near flat. And he goes out of bounds across the 40 to the 41-yard line. And that's a gain of 9 and a first down. Jacoby Myers with another catch. And he has been very impactful throughout the course of the game today. Myers with his third catch. He's over 40 yards. He's got a touchdown. In terms of individual efforts elsewhere for Jacksonville, ETN has 65 yards on the ground on 10 carries and 2 touchdowns and a long of 28 that he took to the house.
First down here for Jacksonville, but Matt, you got to stand strong if you're the defense. You can't let them go back up 3 scores, especially with Leonard in there and a little bit more limited Colts offense.
Jet sweep right, moving right is Myers, and he's going to be upended on the outside by Mekhi Blackman before he can really turn upfield and turn the corner and get major yards. They're going to spot that ball down around the 42-yard line. The previous line of scrimmage was the 37 as they marked that back a little bit further than I anticipated, but a gain of 4 there on the jet sweep to Myers to the 41, they're going to call it. We're down to 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, brings up 2nd and 6 from there.
And that was a nice tackle by Blackman. You get that jet sweep run around the edge. He's one-on-one right there, an open field tackle. So credit Blackman for a nice tackle and to limit that play only to 4 yards.
ETN, the lone back, ball between the hash marks. Lawrence unbalanced line right. They give it that way to ETN, looking, probing, stretching it out, and turns upfield, and he's going to be pushed to the turf near the near sideline. And Chris Wormley and Jermaine Pratt combine on that stop. Short of the first down goes ETN. The line of scrimmage now the 44-yard line. They'll bring up 3rd down and 2 from there for Jacksonville.
And ETN, Matt, is doing a really good job this game of being a patient runner. You know, he kind of stands back there, stutters, hides behind his line, finds a hole, and then goes. But here we go. 3rd down for the Colts, 3rd and 3. Got to find a way to get some pressure, win on the outside, force Jacksonville to have to punt here close to midfield.
Jacksonville 5 of 8 today on 3rd down. Lawrence this time goes out of the gun. Myers in motion down to the right side, 2-by-2 formation for the quarterback. Gives off to ETN, stacked up, and he is hurled backwards. Does not get a first down. Second effort by ETN is going to make it interesting, but the Colts had him dead to rights. Grover Stewart led the charge on the tackle for loss, so not a first down, and thus not a 3rd down conversion for Jacksonville. Now it's 4th and 1, and the ball is at the 45.5-yard line, and Jacksonville's offense is staying on the field.
64 eligible.
This would be huge if the Colts can get off the field here. Jacksonville 15 for 25, converting on 4th downs. They've made 4 of their last 7. This is big near midfield. Lawrence under center, ball in the right hash. Quarterback keeper for Lawrence being bullied back. Charvarius Ward and company pushing him back, trying to drive him back short of the line to gain. It's going to be close, but they are going to signal upfield for a first down. Lawrence got it by about a half a yard. They moved the sticks already, and Shane Steichen is livid over there on the far sideline across the way for the Colts. He might be thinking about challenging this.
Yeah, we'll see if he ends up challenging it, and you may do it anyway, Matt, just because it's such a monumental play of the football game, but they brought big personnel, extra linemen in, quarterback sneak, and you kind of push the pile, that tush-push that everybody's doing.
Well, the Colts not electing to use that challenge. They're conceding the first down. Gain of a yard by Lawrence on 4th and 1. Lines up out of the gun here. Delayed handoff to ETN. Stacked up in the backfield again. And he'll be driven back. Another tackle for loss. This time, Jermaine Pratt gets the tackle behind the line as scrimmage back to around the 47-yard line.
Yeah, Franklin was in there too. Both linebackers did a great job coming downhill quickly. Yeah, that was a tough 3rd and 3, 4th and 1 sequence right there. They just got enough on both of those plays. But you're all right. You're still on your side of the 50. It's 2nd and 11 right now, Matt. You got to be holding them on these next 2. Force a punt.
Jermaine Pratt has at least 7 tackles in 5 straight games coming into this one. 2nd down and 10. A long 10 coming up for Jacksonville. They're on the move left to right. Shotgun snap for Lawrence. The Colts bring pressure. Lawrence goes off his back foot down the left sideline. Again, another basket catch made, this time on Kenny Moore II, and it's Brian Thomas Jr. That's his 3rd back-breaking reception. It's inside the 25-yard line, out of bounds to the 24 for a first down.
Yeah, the Colts bring pressure right there, Matt, so Kenny Moore is one-on-one in the slot with Brian Thomas. And again, that Lawrence connection on those deep passes has been really good for them all game.
And I think the Colts are challenging it. And Larry, I think the Colts' argument here is that Brian Thomas Jr. was bobbling the ball and never had full possession as he went out of bounds.
He's challenging the ruling on the field of a completed catch.
You're exactly right, Matt. And it was Laquan Treadwell and Quentin Nelson who were gesturing that he did not have possession and in fact was instead bobbling the ball as he went out of bounds with Kenny Moore in coverage. So they were pleading there on the sideline to the official, and then Shane reacted by throwing that red flag. So we will now have further review on what they called as a catch. But I thought Kenny was in fantastic positioning in coverage on that play.
Well, we'll see what happens here. The Colts are challenging, and the play is under further review. And for the time being, the Jaguars have it 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line of the Colts, but this play is under further review with 1:29 to go in the third quarter. Jacksonville 28, Colts 13. We're back in just a moment on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Is college still worth it? This one is. Ivy Tech is your path towards a high-paying, high-demand job in Indiana. In fact, Ivy Tech students earn $10,000 more on average with a 2-year degree. You can find a program meant to advance you in your career quickly and affordably by visiting our website at ivytech.edu/Indy. Enroll today.
Ready for a new and exciting career challenge? At DHL Supply Chain, you're part of a team committed to creating innovative solutions for some of the biggest brands in the world. We're recognized as a best place to work, where people are valued, supported, and respected. DHL Supply Chain is hiring for a wide range of salaried operational and functional roles. Previous experience in logistics is welcome, but not required. All opportunities, no boundaries. DHL Supply Chain. Apply today at joindhl.com.
Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey, Jan from Toyota here, reminding you Toyota-thon is on. Make your holiday wishes come true with a new Camry, RAV4, Tacoma, and more. All right, let's sing it together this time. Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is
Dealer
on.
inventory may vary. Toyota-thon ends January 5th. See your participating dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
This is Rodney Thomas, and you're listening to Colts on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Colts football is brought to you by McDonald's, and the Colts scored a touchdown today, so grab a free 10-piece McNuggets the week following the game today, following just a $2 minimum purchase in the McDonald's app. Matt?
Well, during the timeout, the Colts challenged the 30-yard reception downfield by Brian Thomas Jr., and they come up short. The play is being upheld, so a gain of 30 yards, and now the Colts are just 3 for 5 on challenges this season, and they are forced to burn a timeout because they lost the challenge. Meanwhile, on first down, the Jaguars running to the boundary with Travis Etienne, and he's going to be corralled by the Colts outside the numbers around the 23-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards. Brian Thomas Jr. made a contested catch on Kenny Moore II, and Thomas is having another big game against the Colts. He's got 3 grabs this afternoon for 87 yards and that long gainer of 39. And now the Colts are on the ropes again. A minute to go here in the third quarter. It's the Jaguars 28, Colts 13, and Jacksonville has it 2nd and 10 inside the 25-yard line of the Colts.
Still don't know about that challenge, Matt. He was bobbling it. By the time he had possession, looked like he only got 1 foot down, not 2, but they ruled it a catch, and here we go.
They swing it right side to Etienne on a pass, cuts to his left inside the 20, knifes down to around the 16-yard line, and picks up 7 before he's gang tackled and washed down to the turf by Nick Cross for the Colts. So they hook up with Etienne out of the backfield on a little swing pass, and they get him involved in a lot of different ways, running the ball, catching the ball. Since 2022, Etienne, his receiving yardage ranked 2nd among AFC running backs.
Jacksonville's going fast, but they don't have to run a play. They may be just trying to draw the Colts off sides here, which is what they're going to do.
10 seconds before we break for the start of the fourth quarter. Ball on the right hash for Trevor Lawrence, who's going to dip away from under center, or walk away from under center, and let that game clock run all the way down.
This is the end of the third quarter.
Well, the good news is the Colts outscored the Jaguars in the third quarter 3-0, but the bad news is there's only 15 minutes left. They're still down by 15, and the Jaguars have it 3rd down and 3 at the Colts 16-yard line as we head to the fourth quarter. Stay with us. You're listening to the Colts in Week 14 on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
This season, AES Indiana is teaming up with the Indianapolis Colts to bring the energy on the field and in your home. We're powering more than just game day. From energy assessments to rebates and free efficiency kits, AES Indiana has smart solutions that help you manage usage and cut costs. Game on, Indianapolis. Start scoring energy savings today. Learn more at aesindiana.com/ways to save. AES Indiana, powering the horseshoe and your home.
Colts fans, it's time to gear up for the season. The Colts Pro Shop has everything you need from game day essentials to fan cave collectibles. With the largest selection of Colts gear, the Colts Pro Shop features jerseys, sideline gear, hats, tailgating accessories, and much more. Check out the latest gear today by visiting the Colts Pro Shop at Lucas Oil Stadium, located in the northeast corner of the stadium, or shop online at shop.colts.com. The Colts Pro Shop, a fanatics experience.
Colts fans, don't just watch greatness, sip it. Carbless is your new MVP. Premium, ready-to-drink cocktails with 0 carbs, 0 sugar, only 100 calories, and flavor that actually wins. Whether you're tailgating, couch gating, or celebrating a Colts win at Lucas Oil Stadium, Carbless is smooth, crisp, and never too bubbly. Carbless, proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts, and proud to be your go-to game day cocktails. Available in stadium and at your local retailers. Must be 21 and up. Enjoy your bliss responsibly. Visit drinkcarbless.com for details.
107.5 The Fan is your one-stop shop for the Indianapolis sports fan. Colts, Pacers, IU, and insights from Kevin Bowen, Jay Query, JMV. Your home for Indy sports. 107.5thefan.com. If your car is less than 10 years old, there's likely something hidden in your radio. Another way for you to listen to The Fan. Go to 93.1 and look for the HD radio button. Press it and you'll hear The Fan everywhere.
Hey, it's JMV for all you need to know about the Colts. You lock this thing up right here on The Fan.
Welcome back to Colts football. Start of the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Jaguars at the Colts 16-yard line. Jacksonville has the ball. They enjoy a 28-13 lead over the Colts on the Rupp Mortgage scoreboard. We have switched into the field now, direction-wise. Jacksonville going right to left. Jacksonville in the teal, Colts in the all-white. Taking the play action is Trevor Lawrence. Hooks up in the left flat. Caught. Catch after the run. Heading towards the end zone is Britton Strange, but a flag on the play around the 11-yard line.
I think they ran a little pick route right there, Matt. They're going to call an offensive pass interference, which is why Strange was so open, running down kind of on that quick wheel route.
Pass interference. Offense number 3. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. 3rd down.
Yeah, they call that on Jacoby Myers. And the wind and the rain is really picking up here in Jacksonville. I mean, we're feeling the effects in the radio booth here. Lara Overton, you've been in the elements the entire day. How you feeling down there, and what's the precipitation level and the intensity right now?
100% precipitation level right now, at least for myself. And it's definitely, as we are getting here deep into the second half, certainly significantly colder than it was in the first half of the game. And you can start to see some pretty significant divots forming, too, in the middle of this field.
Meanwhile, 3rd and 13 after the penalty. Move the ball back to the 26-yard line. Lawrence goes out of the gun. Quick throw. It's caught out here by Jacoby Myers in the left flat, being tracked down from behind by the Colts. Myers will sprint inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line and get 8 yards. He's short of a first down, though. It's going to bring up 4th and 4. And we're in the early moments of the fourth quarter. The clock is moving on the Colts. 14 minutes and 32 seconds and moving on Indianapolis. Now it's 4th down. Jacksonville's going to send on the field goal team.
All right, messy elements out here, Matt. What a time for maybe a missed field goal, maybe a field goal block. I know it's a short one, only a 36-yard attempt.
Yep.
And we get a little magic here on the special teams play.
Yeah, 35-yarder coming up from the left hash from Cam Little in his second year at Arkansas, a 6th-round pick a couple years ago. He is 19 for 23 on field goals. This one is up, and it has plenty of leg, and it's good. His leg strength is not a problem. In fact, he made an NFL record 68-yard field goal earlier this season. His time expired in the first half in a game against the Raiders. So he's got plenty of juice and plenty of leg to spare on that one. The kick is up and good, and Jacksonville has points for the first time in the second half. They continue to pad their lead over the Colts. It's now 31-13. Jaguars over Indianapolis with 14:05 to go in the game. Colts ball, and we come back. You're listening to the Colts on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Staff collaboration gives your team a competitive edge. The Colts use sharp interactive displays to help create, collaborate, and educate staff and players. These powerful tools connect to computers, tablets, smartphones, and multifunction devices to help drive results for presenters, coaches, and even the Colts GM on draft day. Leadership is driven through clear communication. How can Sharp Business Systems support your mission? Help communicate your message. Call us today at 317-844-0033 or go to sbsindiana.com.
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, we've spent 80-plus years in the business of fun. Expert fishing fun. Early morning hunting fun. Late night, need new cleats before tomorrow morning's game fun. Relaxing fun. Mouth-watering fun. So whatever fun adventure you're gearing up for, you'll find it for less at Academy Sports and Outdoors and at academy.com.
Midwest Landscape Industries offers professional services with sophisticated results. We provide a premier experience in every aspect of landscape consultation, service, and management for both estate and commercial properties. MLI specializes in managing your entire property and installation while effectively communicating throughout the process. We focus on landscape management, development, irrigation, and robotics for all of your project needs. Midwest Landscape Industries is proud to be the official landscape partner of the Colts. Visit MLI-IN.com to learn more about our services.
Query and Company, weekdays at noon on 93.5 and 107.5, The Fan.
14:05 to go in the game here in Jacksonville. We're in the fourth quarter. Jacksonville with another long drive. They go 12 plays, 59 yards, 7 minutes and 41 seconds of time of possession. And it was capped off by a field goal of 35 yards, up and good by Cam Little. And so now Jacksonville leads the Colts 31-13 on the Rupp Mortgage scoreboard. Alongside Joe Reitz in the radio booth, I'm Matt Taylor. Lara Overton in the elements on the field with the consistent rain throughout the course of the afternoon here in Jacksonville. Cam Little will kick off right to left to the Colts. And we're back to play. End over end kick taken around the 5-yard line by Amir Abdullah. Up the field, 20. Outside the numbers left, 25, 30. Turns the corner, gets to the 35-yard line, and is pushed out of bounds on the left sideline in front of the Colts bench.
So, Matt, here you're down 3 scores, 14 minutes left in the game. Obviously, you got to score touchdowns every time you get the ball. But also, there's an element you got to kind of score quick, and you can't force things. But that old adage, be quick and don't hurry. That's what the Colts got to do here if they want to claw back into this football game.
Good return there by Amir Abdullah, a 30-yarder to the 35. We'll check in with Lara Overton coming up after this first down play. 13:58 to go in the game. Colts trail 31-13. Rookie quarterback Riley Leonard hands off to Jonathan Taylor. Big run, 45. He's at the 50. Actually gets rolled up just short of midfield to the 49-yard line, but he picks up 14 yards on first down. Lara Overton, what's the latest on the Colts from the sideline?
Well, I was just going to say, with Jonathan Taylor, he was asked this week coming off the back-to-back losses, how you try to stay the same but also adapt. And he said you do a little bit more than each and every week, a little bit more film study, you add a few more reps, but ultimately you stick to the same process that got you to 8 wins. You just find the areas that you can continue to amplify and dial in a little bit more. Certainly look to dial up more in the run game for Jonathan Taylor at this point in the game.
Yeah, they call his number there again. He gets 3 yards and rolls up to the Jaguar 48-yard line. So Taylor today has 20 carries and 72 yards, make that 74 yards as they just added to his total. He's got a touchdown today and a long of 14, which you just heard moments ago. Riley Leonard sitting in the pocket, throws left. It's a contested catch. There's a fight for the ball. There's a scrum and an offensive player and a defensive player fighting for it at the 45-yard line. Michael Pittman Jr. fighting for his life, trying to hold on to the ball.
Is an interception by Jacksonville. First down.
We're watching the replay. They've called it an interception on the field, taken away by Jacksonville. It's going to be their third takeaway today on defense. And Michael Pittman Jr. was fighting for possession against the Jaguars.
And Pittman came out of the scrum with the ball, Matt. They fought for about a minute on the ground.
That's Greg Newsome fighting with Pittman, and they gave advantage Newsome, and they gave him the interception, and I have no idea how they can rule that's a pick.
No, I mean, Ty goes to the offensive
100%.
guy. Now, Newsome's back hit the ground, and Pittman's on top of him, but Matt, if they're both tied up there, and it's 50-50, and again, Pittman came out of the scrum after about a minute wrestling match on the turf with the football.
But they called it an interception, and they've given the ball to Jacksonville, and the Colts today technically have 4 turnovers. They have 2 interceptions, a lost fumble, and a turnover on downs, and the Colts have already given up on defense 21 points off of giveaways from the offense.
I don't know about that. I mean, there's 4 hands on the ball.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
Ty should go to the offensive player, but we sit here and Jacksonville's got the football.
The play should have been blown dead, and it should have been a catch over the middle by Pittman. First and 10 to the 45-yard line. Jacksonville in their own half of the field, outside zone left. Etienne stretching it out, turns the corners at the 45, gets to the 50-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds on the left side by Adetomo Adebare and also Laiatu Latu. They're going to mark him back a yard short of the midfield stripe to the 49. So a devastating turn of events there for the Colts. Again, 3 turnovers today, 3 traditional giveaways, and Riley Leonard has just thrown his first career interception, but that one was pretty ticky-tack.
Well, it's been a tough day for the Colts all around, Matt, but it seems like it's the second week in a row that the penalties, the calls, certainly have not gone the horseshoe's way.
Lawrence with a high snap, boots to his right, looking at the 40-yard line. Now he's outside the numbers, throws on the right sideline. It's incomplete. And within the passing lane for the Colts was Nick Cross, who I think got his hand on it. The intended receiver over the right sideline was Jacoby Myers. That'll stop the clock with 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 3rd down and 5 coming up for Jacksonville, and the Colts trail big, 31-13.
Here we go, 3rd and 5. You're on the 50-yard line. If you are going to claw your way back into this game, you got to get off the field here and force Jacksonville to punt it.
I mean, you look at Trevor Lawrence's passing total today, Joe. He's got 211 passing yards, but a ton of that have come on 3 plays.
Yeah, and the only time he's been on and hitting is those deep passes down the field.
Back in the throw is Lawrence. Clean pocket, steps up. Now he's going to run to the left. Outside the numbers left. To the 45-yard line, looking to extend the ball across the first down marker, and he's got it to the 44-yard line of Indianapolis. Pushed out of bounds by Rodney Thomas for check that, Mekhi Blackman, excuse me. But nevertheless, a quarterback scramble left outside the pocket for a first down by Trevor Lawrence.
And again, we talked about that pregame. That's where he's dangerous. 3rd and 3, 3rd and 5, nothing open downfield, scrambling, picking up with his legs like he did right there, and that gives Jacksonville a fresh set of downs, lets the clock continue to run.
Number 64 is reported as eligible. 64 eligible.
They're going to bring in an extra offensive lineman who is eligible on the play. That is Wyatt Milam, the offensive lineman. 1st and 10 to the 45 of the Colts after a quarterback scramble by Trevor Lawrence, Ball in the left hash. Lawrence starts under center. Counter give to Etienne, and he's hit and stuck down by Zaire Franklin at the point of attack. No gain on that play, but the clock is the enemy of the Colts. Now we're down to 11 minutes to go. Gain of a yard there to Etienne, they're going to say on the field. 31-13, the Colts trail. Larry Overton, another update on the sideline from you.
Well, I was just going to say that on the previous play, 2 plays ago, in fact, it was Grover Stewart that was in full pursuit of Trevor Lawrence. He actually ended up diving out of bounds on the Colts sideline and then was lifted up by a number of the staffers there over on the Colts sideline. He has been playing all day just with maximum effort trying to elevate this defensive front.
Yeah, he's having a really good day getting after Trevor Lawrence, who takes a deep shot here, plants in the pocket, fires downfield, broken up inside the 5-yard line, intended for Brian Thomas Jr. Bracketed and coverage by the Colts. Jalen Jones and Tarvarius Ward were deep in that pattern.
Yeah, I tell you what, after that first play, when Thomas got Ward, Ward really has done a nice job in those one-on-one battles. They've taken a lot of deep shots to him, and Ward with some good pass breakups so far in this game. Matt, 3rd and 10 now for Jacksonville. You're the Colts right here. Force them into punt, and we'll have to make some magic happen with some quick, maybe 2-minute offense on the other side of the ball.
Lawrence started the game 7 of 9. Totality-wise, he's 15 for 28. 3rd down and 9 from the Colts 44. Lawrence out of the gun, has a running back left, backs to throw. And the Colts bring pressure. Lawrence, baseball turns, switches to the left, throws down the left sideline, and on the run with a great catch before he goes out of bounds is Tim Patrick. Boy, he's having a big game today. He's got a touchdown and a big catch already of 37. That one deeper into Colts territory inside the 25-yard line.
He really does. Patrick's all the way on the top of the screen. He's just running a deep over route. Lawrence sees the blitz. He spins out to his opposite side, throws across his body. That was just a really good play by Lawrence. And again, Matt, you mentioned we're calling Patrick's name more than we thought we would when this football game started.
He's got gains today of 37, and that one from 26. And on the afternoon, Patrick has 4 catches for 71 yards and a score. 1st and 10. Here's a jet sweep going left. The Colts had it bottled up, and the runner knifes his way back to the right. And that is Jacoby Myers, the ball carrier. And he's going to slither down to the 17-yard line before he's tackled by a host of Colts. So gain of just 2 on an eventful jet sweep going left by Myers. The Colts have 2 timeouts remaining. They lost the first one because of a challenge they were unable to overturn on the field. Jaguars lead 31-13. 16-yard line of the Colts is the line of scrimmage. Lawrence dips under center, ball in the left hash. ETN the lone back. Patrick among 3 receivers stacking to the left. Now he motions to the right. Bootlegging right is Lawrence. Throws upfield. Caught by Patrick at the 15. Makes a man miss at the 10. And Nick Cross makes a tackle around the 9-yard line. I don't know if that's going to be a first down or not. Looks like he's going to come up, Patrick that is, a yard short of a first down. 3rd down and 1 to around the 9-yard line. 8.5 minutes now to go in regulation. Jacksonville looking for more points here. Already up by 18 points on the Colts.
Yeah, Jacksonville now their 5th time in the red zone.
64 is reported as eligible. 64 eligible.
Last time they brought him in on short yardage, Matt, they just ran a quarterback sneak up the middle. That was at 4th and 1 that Lawrence barely got across the first down line.
3rd and 1. Lawrence under center, ball in the right hash. Tight end left. Actually, 2 tight ends go left. Here's a counter up the middle to ETN. Scrapes it out towards the right. Spins out of a tackle, falls forward. It's going to be close. The Colts think they have stopped the Jaguars on 3rd and 1. Jacksonville thinks it's a first down. It's going to depend on the spot around the 8.5-yard line.
Yeah, Franklin had him bottled up early. Then he spun out and got an extra probably yard. Looks like they spotted him just short, Matt, of the first down marker.
So now it's going to bring up 4th down, and I'm just going to say a foot from up here.
And the offense is staying on the field, Matt.
Jacksonville 1 for 1 today on 4th downs. They attempted a quarterback sneak on 4th and 1 and converted it with Trevor Lawrence. And they're being very mindful of the clock here. We're down to 7:20 to go in the 4th quarter.
I think Jacksonville's also taking their time. They're having their internal guys review the play right now, trying to figure out if they should challenge the spot of the football or not.
And they have 3 timeouts, and they probably are going to take one here with the play clock down to 0.
And they decide to challenge it.
Yep. Liam Cohen has challenged. You're right. They want a second look at that spot.
Which again, at this point, the play clock's
Jacksonville is challenging the ruling on the field that the runner did not make the line to gain. Timeout.
So this second opinion here brought to you by Ascension St. Vincent. Get a second opinion at Ascension St. Vincent. Find a doctor near you at ascension.org. So 7:08 to go in the game. Timeout on the field to take a look at a challenge thrown by the Jaguars. They think 4th and 1 should be converted into 1st and 10 inside the 10-yard line. It's the Jaguars 31, Colts 13. We'll tell you about the result of the challenge when we come back on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Hey, contractors and skilled tradespeople, ready to take your career to the next level? The Mechanical Contractors Association of Indiana and UA Local 440 have teamed up to bring you an unbeatable labor management cooperative. We're talking top-tier training, unmatched safety standards, and quality you can trust. Don't miss out on this game-changing partnership. Visit MCAI and UA Local 440 today and join us in building a brighter, stronger future. Together, we don't just build, we excel.
Ways to save.
Listen up, Colts fans. This is the money saving scoop from Citizens Energy Group. Turn off the faucet while brushing your teeth to save water. Toss on a layer before turning up the heat. That'll save you some energy. And always do full loads of laundry. Remember, the more you could serve, the more you could save. Now get out there. Find more ways to save on your bill at citizensenergygroup.com.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Visit your Central Indiana Chevy dealers today.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. Your home for indie sports. Now with even more ways to listen.
Listen on air.
Online at 1075thefan.com.
And on our free app.
Stay connected to all things indie sports, including the latest news, show blogs, and catch up on what you've missed with our podcast.
We're never more than just a click away.
Download our app at Google Play and on the App Store. From your home for indie sports.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Kevin Bowen here, and we will talk all about this weekday mornings at 7 on the Fan Morning Show.
Well, during the timeout, an unsuccessful challenge by the Jaguars. It is indeed 4th down, and now they're going to line up Travis Etienne in the Wildcat formation, going forward on 4th and 1. Direct snap to him, and he tries to run off right guard.
I don't think he got it.
Smash the ball down around the 8-yard line, which is where they need to get for a first down. And Zaire Franklin came in and made the tackle.
On the field as the runner is short of the line to gain. First down, Indianapolis.
There we go.
So it's a turnover on downs by the Jaguars, and the Colts give up no points after a lengthy possession by Jacksonville, but it yields 0 by the Colts defense. That was the 10th play of the possession, and it was inside the 10-yard line on a 4th and 1, but the Colts have held firm, and they give up no points, but they still trail 31-13 with 7:01 to go in the game.
Just a great individual effort by Franklin right there, Matt. It's Wildcat. They pull the backside guard. He reads it. He follows that guard, gets right in his hip pocket, and makes the tackle. So defense stands up. But again, Matt, you're backed up right here. 7 minutes to go. Colts are going to have to go quick, get some really big chunk plays down the field.
Colts are moving left to right in the rain in Jacksonville. Backing to throw is Riley Leonard, the rookie out of Notre Dame. He's in his own end zone. He's in trouble. He has hit, throws it away, and it's incomplete. But providing that pressure, Josh Hines Allen, who has 10.5 career sacks against the Colts, almost had another one there for a safety.
And Jacksonville is pleading to the referees to call grounding.
There is no intentional grounding as number 84 was in the area. Second down.
I'll tell you what, Joe, the stadium right now is maybe, 30% full?
Yeah.
I mean, these people...
They battle the elements all day.
They're making a lot of noise, too. It's far from a sellout crowd, but those that are here are making noise, and now there's another timeout on the field as this play being blown dead as Riley Leonard took a shotgun snap, but whistle stopped play.
And they're going to look at the play, Matt, to see if his knee was down before the ball got out in the end zone. If it not grounding, but if it was in fact a safety. Hines Allen had him wrapped up, and he took a look.
Jacksonville is challenging that the quarterback's knee was down in the end zone.
So you're looking at the replay right now, Joe. So Josh Hines Allen has Riley Leonard wrapped up in the end zone, and Riley Leonard is going down to the turf, but he's also simultaneously in a throwing motion looking to get the ball out before taking a sack in the end zone, knowing he can't take a safety right there. It's awfully close.
It is. Hines Allen had him wrapped up. It looked like his left knee, when it hit the turf, the ball was coming out of his hand. Depends on whether they're going to call his right knee down or not, and whether the ball actually left his fingertips or not before he made that pass. Seems like about every fourth play, Matt, this game, there's been some sort of challenge, referee, something's going on.
Yeah, based on the replay we're seeing, I think that ball is still in Riley Leonard's hands when his knee is down in the end zone.
Now,
so that would be a sack and thus a safety.
Yep, they did call it, though, a pass on the field, so you got to have indisputable evidence, but probably as we've seen here with some of these other calls, I don't know that makes a lot of difference, Matt.
No, you're exactly right. So our head referee today is being given instructions by the replay crew. John Huss is going to tell us the verdict here in just a moment. This is the second challenge of the afternoon by Jacksonville. They missed their first one, so they're now 3 for 5 on challenges this year. But here's John Huss.
After review, the quarterback's knee was down in the end zone. It is a safety.
So it is a safety. It is a sack for Josh Hines Allen. And he now has 60.
Please put 6:57 on the game clock, please. 6:57. Thank you.
60 career sacks and continues to pace all Jacksonville Jaguars pass rushers, the most sacks in franchise history. And the Colts take a safety. Riley Leonard wasn't able to get the ball out in time before that right knee went down on taking a sack. So that's a two-pointer, if you will, for Jacksonville because of the safety. And they now lead by their largest advantage today by 20 points. 33-13 with 6:57 to go. And the worst part about that is, Joe, the Colts have to give the ball right back to the Jaguars.
No question. Give Jacksonville more time to run the clock down here. And, Hines Allen kind of been quiet all game. The Colts have done a decent job on him, but, he stands up and makes a really big play. And, you feel for Riley Leonard in these situations, Matt, right? You're down 18, you're backed up, you're trying to make a play.
Yep.
You're playing in your first real NFL action right there. And so no fault to Riley Leonard for trying to hold on to that ball and make a play backed up in his own end zone.
That is the first Colts opponent safety since Gardner Minshew was sacked in the end zone at Baltimore back on September 24th, 2023. Now, the Colts won that game, but this one's looking pretty bleak. 33-13 is the score. The Colts are down by 20 points. And the last time the Colts lost a game by 20 points, you have to go back to December the 10th, 2023 at Cincinnati when the Colts fell 34-14. And this is going to be a big swing game. Like we said, the winner of this game was going to be in a much better position than the loser when it comes to playoff scenarios and also AFC South ramifications. And on to punt is Rigoberto Sanchez, and he just skies the punt. He kicked it straight up in the air instead of it moving downfield.
We almost had the onside punt.
Yes, he did. I think that might have been intentional.
It was,
and the ball bounced around the 33-yard line and took a Colts bounce, but I think the Jaguars had recovered around the 31-yard line.
First down.
Austin Trammell fumbled it for a moment, but then pouncing on it for Jacksonville were a couple players, and we'll find out who was at the bottom of that pile. But, yeah, that was a sky kick by Rigoberto Sanchez, and it was ultimately recovered by Dennis Gardak.
Really, though, it's a great call.
Yeah.
Right? You're the safety. You got to punt it out of there. They assume you're going to punt it deep, and the Colts go for almost kind of a surprise onside.
It was like a balloon punt. It went straight up into the air.
And Trammell bobbled it like you're right, Matt. The ball was loose on the grass, but Jacksonville was able to find it and pounce on it, like you said.
So that's a risk worth taking, down by 20 points. But the Jaguars do recover, and they've got it 1st and 10 at the Colts' 31-yard line. With Trevor Lawrence make that a new quarterback into the game, and they're going to hand off to Etienne. Started right, cut it left, and cut it back against the grain, and knifes it down to the 28-yard line. And so Jacksonville has a new quarterback into the game, and this is their second-string quarterback, and Nick Mullins, who they picked up from Minnesota as a free agent. And so it looks like Trevor Lawrence stays over.
Is eligible. 64 eligible.
And, Matt, it's almost inexplainable, but this house of horrors down here in Jacksonville just continues on for the Colts.
Mullins 6'2", 210. Came into the NFL in 2017, had a Southern Miss. Signed with the Jaguars a 2-year deal back in free agency. They're going to run it left into the boundary, and the Colts bring him down with JT Tuimoloau as Etienne again the ball carrier. And it's going to be tackled behind the line back to the 32-yard line. So now it is 3rd down and 10. So we talked about the ramifications of this game going into the game, Joe. If the Colts were to have won, which it doesn't look like they're going to, they would have had an 86% chance of making the playoffs. A loss drops them down to a coin flip, just 50% with 4 games to go.
And again, statistics for whatever they're worth, their chance of winning the South after this was predicted to only be about 15 or 16%. So I know we'll get into that, Matt. We'll discuss it at the end of the game and all week. But
Owens backs to throw. They set up the screen with the Colts coming with pressure. Neville Gallimore makes the tackle on the ball carrier, or the receiver in this case, who backpedals his way forward down to the 30-yard line, and on the catch is the rookie running back, LaQuint, and he makes a short pickup. LaQuint Allen out of Syracuse. He went over 1,000 yards in his last 2 seasons with the Orange. That's going to set up a field goal try here from Cam Little on 4th down and 8. They'll put it down from the right hash mark. And this will be about a 47-yard field goal, make it 48 on the distance. There's a step, kick is away, it clears the line, headed for the uprights, and it is good, end over end, through the uprights. 3 more on the board again for the Jags. It's now 39-13. 4:41 to go in the game as they took over after the Colts punted following a safety. Jacksonville with a short field, didn't have to go very far for points. They go 3 plays, 2 yards, and 1:28 of time of possession, and the field goal is good from the distance of 48 yards from Cam Little. And it's the Jaguars 36 and the Indianapolis Colts 13 now on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard with 4:41 to play.
And Matt, when you think about this game, just a really tough afternoon for the Colts. You think about the turnovers, giving up 28 points at halftime. You're battling uphill the whole way. Some timely penalties, some conversions. The Colts don't pick up on 4th down. Jacksonville does pick up on 4th down. It's just all rolled into this avalanche of just really a nightmarish afternoon. And I think when you think about the micro moving into the macro, Matt, obviously they'll do tests on Daniel Jones and figure out the severity of his injury. But if it is Riley Leonard that's got to be quarterback moving forward, I will say the one positive, Matt, he's getting a lot of valuable experience in this game. And, there's a big difference when you talk about Riley Leonard and, just not taking the reps during the week, getting thrust into the action, and you got to give him credit for battling, even though he's made some mistakes here and there.
The Jaguars kick off right to left, back to the Colts, and they kick it about 4 yards deep into the end zone, and the wind may have aided that kick, but the Colts will take the touchback, and the ball will come out to the 35-yard line of their own territory. 4:41 to go in the game. 2 timeouts left for the Colts, but they're down big, 36-13. The Yo-Yo Station ID coming up. Colts trail by 23 points. 1st and 10 of their own 35. Back in the throw is Riley Leonard. Zips it upfield over the middle, across the 40-yard line, and that Alec Pierce makes the grab. Short of a 1st down, gain of 9. The Colts will be quickly on the ball. Let's quickly pause 10 seconds for ID on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
From the DriveHubler.com studios, this is 93.5 and 107.5, The Fan.
WIBC HD2, W298BB, WIBC HD3, W228CX, Indianapolis.
Gain of 9 to Pierce. 2nd down and 1. Riley Leonard threw over the middle. It's dropped by Tyler Warren. Juggled a little bit, but could not finish the catch around the 50-yard line as he was converged upon by 2 secondary members of Jacksonville. So an incomplete pass brings up 3rd and 1 for the Colts with 4:14 to go in the game. Ball at the 44-yard line of the Colts in their own territory. Down 36-13. Empty set now for Riley Leonard playing for Daniel Jones, who left the first half with an injury to his Achilles. 3 receivers go left, 2 go to the right side. Leonard backs to throw. 3-step drop. And he arches one to the left. That's a catch to the left flat. First down. Not much, but they didn't need much for a first down as Michael Pittman Jr. makes the reception. The chains will move around the 47-yard line.
Colts going quick here, Matt. 2-minute offense. They're getting ready to lined up on the ball, snap the ball quick, and try to move this down and get some points.
Leonard today, 13 for 21 for 99 yards. Passing formation here for the Colts. Backs to throw, 5-step drop, clean pocket. Looks to the right, checks it down, caught by a running back at the 45-yard line as they zig to the left. And they get close to the midfield stripe. Amir Abdullah on the reception. Gets a couple of yards. In fact, only got one as he caught the ball behind the line of scrimmage. 49-yard line, Colts in their own half of the field. Colts in the blue, Jaguars on defense in the teal. Leonard, wide shotgun snap, but he brings it in. Over the middle, Alec Pierce, catch and run down the left sideline. He's got a first down, and he's pushed out of bounds in front of the Colts bench at the 35-yard line. Gain of 16 yards.
Really good job right there by Leonard, staying tall in the pocket. Pierce runs a little over route across the field, clears the brush, and he's open down the sideline for that first down.
Colts looking for points here. As it stands, this could be the Colts' worst loss of the season. And the last time they lost a game by at least 23 points, you have to go back to the 2023 season when they lost by 28 points to the Giants. Just over 3 minutes to go in the game. The Colts trail 36-13. Riley Leonard, 5 wide, looks left. Punt fakes, hitches, throws to the left, caught inside the 30-yard line. Michael Pittman Jr. takes himself out of bounds. Not enough for a first down. Pick up of yardage inside the 30-yard line to the 28, so a gain of 8.
And they ruled he was inbounds right there, Matt, so the clock continues to move right here, dropping under 3 minutes.
Yep, they made that stop inbounds. It was close to the sideline, but the clock continues to roll. Second down and short for the Colts. Leonard looks to the left and guides it over the middle, and that's Michael Pittman Jr. on a slant. He dives inside the 20, takes it down to the 18-yard line for 9 more, and the sticks will move for the Colts. Colts have 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, and the Colts are inside the Coca-Cola red zone. So far today in the red area, the Colts are 1 for 3 scoring touchdowns. First and 10 of the 18. Leonard has the ball in the left half. Shotgun snap, looking left, and just throws it away over the head of his intended target, Michael Pittman Jr. Greg Newsome in coverage on him, and that'll stop the clock with 2:12 to go.
Yeah, and right there, it's an incomplete pass, but I like that from Leonard in terms of nothing's open down the field rather than force it in, risk another interception. You just throw the ball out of bounds, you live to fight another day. Well, Matt, with all the rain here, this stadium has really cleared out.
Yep.
I bet it's about 10% occupancy.
Yeah, the diehards are here. They're all wearing ponchos because of the torrential downpour for most of the afternoon. Second and 10, Leonard takes a belt-high shotgun step, pitches, throws left side into the end zone, and a contested attempt on the ball. It's a touchdown in the back left corner of the end zone for Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Colts.
How good has Alex Pierce been, Matt, especially on these contested catches, 50-50 balls? I mean, they call him that for a reason because you're battling with the DB, but when you're talking about 50-50, I mean, Pierce, to make that catch, there's about 2 blades of grass in between his 2 toes and the sideline. Just an incredible catch and effort by number 14, and credit Leonard for a really well-thrown ball.
That's the 3rd touchdown this year for Alec Pierce. That's his 3rd touchdown against the Jaguars. His previous 2 covered 65 and 40. That one covers about 18 to the end zone. And Riley Leonard has his first career passing touchdown in the NFL in the regular season. And the Colts are going to go for 2 here. So far this year, the Colts are 2 for 6, converting 2-point conversions. The score is 36-19.
Is under review.
Well, of course it is.
Well, and they're going to look at right there, when he hit the ground right there, it looked like the ball may have jostled just a tad, but Pierce, I think, controlled the football to the ground, although I've been wrong on about every prediction so far today, Matt, so we'll see what the refs do after they go up top to the booth and check this play out.
And possibly to make matters worse, Larry Overton, you got an update on Alec Pierce after that potential touchdown grab.
Well, I watched him. He was max effort to make that grab at the back of the end zone, and then it took him a while to get back up, and immediately he did not celebrate whatsoever. He immediately headed to the Colts bench over to the sideline with the support of the Colts athletic training staff, so they're evaluating him over on the sidelines. He's having a seat right now. Daniel Jones came over to check on him as well.
After review, the receiver did not hold on to the ball while trying to complete the process of the catch. It will be third down. It is an incomplete pass.
Well, it's just been that kind of afternoon.
It really has, Matt. Well, and you hope Pierce going over to the sidelines that nothing is wrong with him. Obviously, injuries, when you think about Chris Lamons, you think about Braden Smith, who left the game, and obviously the big one is number 17 in Jones, and how severe is his injury, and we'll find out.
All right, so wipe off the touchdown, and Alec Pierce is out of the game. So now it's 3rd and 10 to the 18-yard line, and Riley Leonard and company are at the line of scrimmage. Leonard takes a shotgun snap. He looks to the right. He fires a bullet inside the 10. First down. Great catch by Josh Downs. Downs down to the 6-yard line for a first down.
The 2-minute warning.
And that's going to be a gain of about 12, and that'll take us down to the 2-minute warning here in the second half. So 2 minutes to go, and it's the Jaguars 36 and the Colts 13. It'll be first and goal for the Colts at the 6-yard line of Jacksonville, looking for points at the end of the game. Stay with us. You're listening to the Colts on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Colts fans, with FanDuel, you can bet in real time while the game unfolds. And if you're a new customer, bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. FanDuel, a proud sportsbook partner of the Indianapolis Colts. 21 plus and present in Indiana. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com.
Every great football play starts with a plan. Ladies, it's time we do the same for our health, starting with mammograms. At Ascension St. Vincent, we're calling on you to huddle up with your circle, your mom, your sister, your best friend, even yourself, and make that mammogram appointment. Mammograms save lives. Don't wait. Schedule today at one of our convenient locations at ascension.org/St. Vincent Mammogram.
You ever feel like your money is just lying around? Switch to Huntington Bank, and your money is always doing something.
Like what?
Like automatically pushing more to savings so you can take that trip.
I like trips.
Who doesn't? It even tracks your progress. You're almost there.
Wow, I better pack.
And it charts your spending so you know which vacation hat you can afford.
How does it know I like hats?
Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Kevin Bowen here, and we will talk all about this weekday mornings at 7 on the Fan Morning Show.
Welcome back to Colts football. We're at the 2-minute warning, fourth quarter in Jacksonville. And it's been a dreadful day for the Colts. It's been a dreadful day for the weather. It has been overcast and steady rain for most of the afternoon, which continues to be the case here as we approach, well, just after the 4 o'clock hour Eastern time. First and goal for the Colts at the 6-yard line. Colts have 2 timeouts, and they trail big to the Jaguars 36-13 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. Colts break the huddle following the 2-minute warning timeout. First and goal at the 6. Colts in the move left to right. Riley Leonard, the rookie out of Notre Dame, playing quarterback for the injured Daniel Jones today. 3 receivers go left, ball on the right hash. Amir Abdullah is the running back right of Leonard. Leonard waiting on a shotgun snap. He takes it. He looks left towards the end zone, and it is broken up at the goal line. Intended pass for Tyler Warren, and it's jarred out of there by Jacksonville's Christian Braswell, their starting cornerback. And he made a great play on the ball to prevent a touchdown.
He did. It looked like Warren may have had it, but Braswell just undercuts him right there and knocks the ball out right at the goal line.
Braswell in his 3rd year at Rutgers, his 3rd pass breakup this year. Second and goal at the 6 for the Colts. Minute 56 to go. 3 receivers pyramid left. Leonard Looks right. Feeling pressure. Steps up in the pocket. He's at the 5. Angle left across the goal line. Touchdown! Riley Leonard dances in on a quarterback scramble from 6 yards away. And the Colts have 6 late in the game. And it's now 36-19 with 1:51 remaining in regulation. And the Colts here will probably go for 2, just as they were lining up to do previously after they thought they had a touchdown with Alec Pierce earlier on this drive. So the Colts will line up, go for 2. Offense is still on the field. Again, the Colts are just 2 for 6 on 2-point conversion opportunities.
Yeah, Leonard thought he had his first touchdown pass to Pierce, got taken away, and then he picks it up with his legs.
Leonard goes out of the gun, shotgun snap to him, looking over the middle, fires at the goal line, incomplete. Tyler Warren, the intended receiver, and it's batted out of there by Greg Newsom at the goal line. So the 2-point conversion unsuccessful for Indianapolis. And it's now 36-19. Nice scoring drive, though, by the Colts late in the game as they go 12 plays, 65 yards, 2 minutes, 50 seconds remaining, or 2:50 of time of possession on that drive, I should say, for the Colts. And it was a quarterback scramble and a touchdown run by Riley Leonard, his first touchdown of the regular season in the National Football League. So congratulations to him on that. And the scoring drive to the end zone for the Colts, brought to you by Sharp Business Systems, the official document solutions provider of the Colts.
Yeah, happy right there, Matt, for Leonard getting his first touchdown. You know, obviously it's been a tough game all around for the Colts. You know, I think Leonard's done some nice things. I think, considering the situation and the circumstance, you know, he's really battled hard in this football game, but it's good for him to see the ball go in the end zone, get some positive momentum. You know, it's the first time all game when really on a true drop back pass, he stepped up and scrambled and used his legs. I think that's an asset for him and a weapon. Obviously, going back to his college days, you know, being able to pick up plays on the ground is something that he can look at moving forward.
You know, in college, Leonard, he was just one of 6 FBS quarterbacks to surpass 900 rushing yards last year. And for his college career, he was over 2,100 yards rushing, 36 touchdowns, and he averaged over 5 yards per carry for his college career between Duke and Notre Dame. So the Jaguars on the return on the ensuing kickoff. They're going right to left on the return. And they're going to march into the 30-yard line, and they'll be whacked to the turf right there as LaQuint Allen, I think, on the return. And he is tackled by the Colts by a handful of players, including Drew Ogletree and Austin Ajike, covering that kickoff for the Colts. So now we're down to minute 44 to go in the game. And Jacksonville will get ready for another possession with some reserve players, namely a backup quarterback. They've been sitting Trevor Lawrence the last couple of minutes, so operating this offense now again is Nick Mullins. And he's going to dip under center and line up in shotgun formation, take a knee. The Colts have 2 timeouts, but they still trail big, 36-19. And it looks like the Colts are going to wave the white flag and not take those timeouts and concede the victory to the Jaguars.
Yeah, just a tough afternoon on a bunch of different layers, Matt. But, you know, the story remains the same down here in Jacksonville. This has just been a complete house of horrors for the Indianapolis Colts over the last decade, and really had a feeling it was going to change today, and it just completely went the opposite way. It was a 180 from how I know we both expected this football game to go.
Mullins does the victory formation and takes a knee one more time. He'll have to do that again. So that was second down. Now it's third down. The game clock is approaching 45 seconds. So the Jaguars will line up in victory formation one more time, and Week 14 will go to the way of the Jaguars. Mullins under center. Takes the snap, takes the knee, and that'll do it. Well, unfortunately now the curse, it has reached double-digit losses. The Colts have lost 10 straight games in Jacksonville. It's now 11 straight losses for the Colts as the road team in this series, right? That's when you factor in a loss in London to the Jags in 2016, but 10 straight losses to the Jaguars in games played in Jacksonville.
And the 5th loss for the Colts this year, Matt, but the only one that's been more than a one-score game. You know, we think they lost by 7 and 7 and 4 and 3, and come down here and lose by 17. Obviously, with the injury to number 17, just a really deflating afternoon all around. And, you know, but that